So I asked her to debate me, and she said no.
Oh shit, did she?
Yeah, she's a pussy. Like I said, I told you she would say no.
I figured there was a universe in which she might say no, but she's got a lot of stuff going on.
Shit. To debate me. So you said what? I'm sorry.
I said, I mean, I figured she might say no. She's got a lot of stuff going on. She just moved. She's living in a new place. She's got to get ready for the return of her epic podcast, The Trans Fat Experience, on Saturday with her handsome, funny, talented co-host that's on that show. And it's gonna be a good time.
Well, I asked her for a month out.
And she was like, "Nah,
I'll just
don't
read.
don't deport the big
Uh,
booty Latinas." So true, sad boy foo.
I didn't see that comment.
Why is my mouse pointer streaming? This is unacceptable.
Is Sad Boy? Is that on Twitch or something?
No, that's on YouTube. You might be on top chat. You gotta put it
I
on
didn't see
live
that
chat.
comment.
Yeah,
No, it's on live
I gotta
chat.
just put the cursor out of my way because I can't figure out how to get it off the stream for some reason. But yes, I guess Sad Boy Fu addressed the title, so I'll get right to it. There's been some political discourse going on in the world, Brad. I don't know if you knew this about the world
I've
right
been watching it.
now.
It's been great.
I don't know if you knew this about the world right now, but there's lots of politics going on, just in general. Just a whole shit ton of politics going on every day. And sometimes there are these little things that vex me. And it's one of those things where it's almost the opposite of that trend where people are, and usually they're saying pretty base things because I am woke. I don't know if that's crazy to anybody, but I'm pretty damn woke in most regards. um I'm getting thumbs down. I'm pretty damn woke in most regards, but every once in a while I'll have
Mm.
that moment where there's that meme where it's like, I don't want to be that friend who's too woke, but I'm the opposite of that, where I'm like, I don't want to be that friend who's not woke enough, but I have those moments quite consistently. And one of those moments recently was with some of the discourse regarding the immigration law stuff, where I think that what's going on right now with the mass deportations and shit and the raiding of the churches and the schools is despicable. We've talked about this. Actually, was this on stream or was when we were hanging out with your roommate on Discord at 3 a.m. where we talked about immigration?
It was just in a random just call in private.
Yeah,
Me and
but
Crow are fixing to debate this on Saturday, and basically my
am I
my
am I
political
barred from
position is
that
the
now? Me
complete.
and Crow haven't talked since that fight. I don't know if they've said
Yeah,
anything.
he wants Mo to be the moderator now.
What the fuck? Tell them it has to be me. Make them let it be me.
Nah, I kind of want to have it because we already talked about this briefly last night because we were talking about our positions a little bit more, and I bodied him, so I know I'm gonna body him again. Not that because like debates aren't about winning; it's about the truth. But I feel like a lot of my opinions I'm right on, if that makes sense. I don't know. I'm confident in my positions, I should say.
Yeah, but
But my position on immigration has been the complete opposite, which is I believe that it is our moral obligation to deport these people. We shouldn't allow them to be here illegally. We should do it. It's a good thing.
yeah, okay. And I mean, I'm not here to have an immigration debate. Perhaps maybe at a different time, me and Brad will have an official debate. That has to happen at some point, I'm sure. But for now, just speaking in terms, I think what's going on is horrific. I think that the immigration is a tough subject. It's not black and white, but
It's
I
definitely not
it's
black and
it's one
white,
of
but we're
these
treating
things
people like
where it's one of these things, Brad, where sometimes you have, this is something that Demigloom says to make fun of me, but sometimes it's true, okay? sometimes there's a situation where simply the explanation for me is that doesn't seem right to me. And that is I get that right as an American citizen to believe things in this way, where it's just like, that thing that you're saying, just my gut feeling is don't like it. So I'm gonna need you to justify it really hard if you want me to be on board. Because
My just
I have
my
some
just
level of trusting my gut, and my gut says no.
my just my justification is that you have illegal immigrants here that we treat like slaves, and we put them through uh less than minimum wage, which we all agree, like the whole country has like this this I was gonna say this consistency. What's the word I'm looking for? Fuck. Anyway, we all consensus. We all have the
Consensus.
consensus that $7.25 an hour is not enough. Yet we expect illegal immigrants to come here with no federal funding and work for less than $2 an hour with these ridiculous conditions, because a lot of the conditions that they work in is dangerous. All right, and then we want them to stay here and to continue to work so we can have cheap food. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think that yeah, using them as slaves like we do is definitely wrong. I wouldn't refute you there. But I
Well,
don't know.
but you got to realize that
Regardless, the point that I'm making to try to get back on track a little bit, is I think it's all horrific. And I think there are a lot of people out there who agree with me and want it to stop. And sometimes when things happen and the internet exists, we want to make light of it in some like little way. And I've always been pro that, and I think there are plenty of contexts in which that is done, that is positive for the movement that it is in reference to. And I think that, and this is the title bit that Sad Waifu referenced in the chat. I think that the big booty Latina memes are harmless. It seems like most of the people posting them are anti the ICE raids, and they're just trying to, show their support in jest. And I'm sick of fucking moral policing, okay? If fucking somebody wants to draw Shadow the Hedgehog fucking defending big booty Latinas from ICE to show their support for the illegal immigration, then let them. Why not?
I saw the meme on.
I don't like this fucking gatekeeping where all the people are like, actually this is problematic because you're like
Do you know? Do you know
sexualizing
the?
them or something, and it's like, no, it's not about that. We're just having a little bit of fun and showing our support.
This reminds me of Twitch, Riley, where they banned the term blind playthrough
Yes, yes.
because it was offensive to blind people. They banned the term, and then I argued. I don't remember who I argued with. I argued with somebody. I think it was Darzard. We had this
I
huge
was about to
argument
say,
about
was
it.
it Dari? Because, like, if I have to assume who Brad had an argument with on Discord at any given time, I feel like I could say Dari and be right more often than not.
Well, we were arguing about it because I was like, "Man, this is ridiculous," and she's like, "We're trying to be inclusive." Da, 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 da. And I was like, "Yeah, but the people that you're trying to protect, one, don't care, and two, are more offended that you're bringing it up. You know, nobody wants. There's a large group of people out there, and they try to play this like moral knights, and they're like, "Oh no, you're marginalized. I have to protect you. Stand back. I got you." And then like they end up, it's like it's more offensive to them than just treating them like they're a person, because it's like you're belittling them almost. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Uh, what's it called? Uh, but I had an argument with her about it, and she was like, it's to be more inclusive to these people, right? And I was like, well, actually, here's a source where a blind guy is complaining about it because he's legally blind, but he can kind of see. And he says that Twitch doesn't have options to make the text bigger so he could read chat, right? And he goes, he wished that Twitch, if they really cared about blind people, would fix issues that directly affect him, other than something that he never once was offended or cared about it at all.
I don't know, man. People getting too offended about everything. It feels like it's such a played out point. And I had a friend point this out to me because he's been binge listening through a comedy podcast I like called The Dick Show, which is comedian Dick Masterson, who you heard on The Biggest Problem in the Universe, which I recommended you. That's the show that he has after that one.
His last name is very sexy.
Masterson, yeah.
That's my last name.
You want to say that on the internet?
I don't care. It's half of my last name. It's not my whole last name, so.
Oh yeah, true. That's so true though. Um, but yeah, did I mention the Dick Show? What was the point?
We're talking about these damn liberals getting offended about everything all the time.
Oh yeah. So my best friend Patrick is binging through the Dick Show. And he brought up that one of the things that annoys him a little bit is how often Dick is ranting about like free speech and censorship. And it's like, yeah, but I understand why that was the case, and I kind of have the intense fucking urge to do it too all of the time because it just is constant bullshit where people are getting banned and people are getting censored and people are getting in legal trouble, and like it's just people are against trolls, and I don't like it. I feel like you're against trolls too.
I'm not against
you're in the anti-troll army that we have to destroy.
There's a difference.
It's like that meme where the guy has the gun with the tears in his eyes. Me when I have to kill Brad in the anti-troll war.
I just hate people who are annoying.
I mean that's kind of what the whole point of what trolling is people are annoying and third parties find it amusing to watch the other person get annoyed.
It's fair. It's just the way I would describe it is like I'm having a conversation with. There's a difference between trolling and like I'm having a conversation with somebody, right? And then some third guy comes in the middle of our conversation and starts dancing and screaming like this, like, oh. No, that's not trolling. It's just you being a dick.
Understandable.
What's it called? Sponsored by Dr. Thunder, by the way. What was I gonna say? I got distracted by my ad for Dr. Thunder because Dr. Thunder's the bomb. I get like a 12-pack for $4.
Listen, Dr. Thunder, we know we're not sponsored, but like, come on. Kick us a little.
It's a Walmart brand. It's a Walmart brand.
Give us a little. You get
it. What's it called? Since we're talking about like people like trolling and shit, have we talked about JD Vance's speech in Munich yet?
No, I haven't seen Vance's speech in Munich. What did he say?
So I'll give you the TLDR, right?
I feel like I hate the thing is I feel like I hate JD Vance, but I base that on nothing. Like not like obviously I hate his political policies, but like that's by default. But like I can separately judge like how I feel about them as a person. Like Trump is very charismatic. He's very funny. I hate his guts and he's like a terrible, awful human being and probably a rapist. But like he is funny. JD Vance, everything I've seen of him is just like he seems like a loser. He seems like somebody who I'd want to stuff in a locker.
He's a professional politician,
yeah, a professional loser, a professional fucking geek.
Fucking loser, whatever. So basically, he went to Munich, and Munich, it was supposed to be a security conference, right? And everybody was talking about like Russia, like because that's like everybody was saying that that's the big threat right now. Another thing they mentioned is they did a poll across Europe and they tried to determine what the number one threat to Europeans were. And guess what the number one answer was?
What was the number one answer?
Just guess.
The number one threat to European people? Fuck. And is the answer like black people? Is that the twist? Like, shit, I don't
No, it
know.
was America.
Oh.
I guess we're gonna nuke them or something.
Yeah. Get rid of
Well,
them. Don't need them.
well, JD Vance,
We're gonna turn Europe
the
into fucking Trump land.
with JD Vance, hold on, I'm finding the quote that he had. Hold on.
Donald
I
Trump's
think I have
literally
this.
Dr. Eggman. He's gonna turn United States into Trump land.
I'll look it up on X. Or I have it on Facebook. Let me look up the quote that he had. But basically, JD Vance went up there and he was like, the number one threat to Europe right now, since this is the Security Council, is not Russia or China or nuclear bombs or anything like that. It's the fact that Europeans don't have free speech anymore. And it pissed a lot of them off. Like they were super mad about it, right? And he went on to all of these examples of like how like free speech doesn't exist anymore in Europe. And he has this quote. I'm going to read the quote because to me, this is what a true politician says to foreign countries. This is like,
Okay.
in my opinion, right?
Interesting.
Like, in my opinion, the United States is supposed to be like staunch supporters of freedom. And we're supposed to like not impose it, but express our beliefs to the world, if that makes sense, right?
Yeah.
And he said, I'm pulling it up. Just give me 1 second. Drum roll. He said, if you're afraid of the voices of your own people, then there is nothing the American people can do to help you. And there's nothing you can do for the American people.
Interesting.
I think that's a fucking fire ass quote for an American politician to make. But it was super controversial. Everybody was mad about it. 60 Minutes did an interview with the German police, and I put that TikTok in the issue crew. Basically, the interviewer was like, "Is insulting someone a crime?" And they were like, "Yes, we'll come to your house, we'll take your electronics, and we'll give you a fine if you insult someone on the
We'll
internet."
kill you. If you fucking call somebody a bitch or tell them their comic book sucks, we'll kill you.
No, but that's literally the German position, right? And there was a German politician. This just blows my mind, right? It was a German politician in the interview, and to paraphrase kind of how the conversation went, she was like, "I made a policy, and it was very unpopular, and everybody made memes about me on the internet, and I was really glad that I could get them arrested because that's just not right. We're not animals."
We're not animals. No mean
Um,
words. You're not allowed to be mean. What are you fucking talking
uh,
about?
but anyway, uh, but yeah, so like Europe really hates us right now because we called them out on their bullshit.
Doesn't Canada really hate us right now because we said we wanted to take them?
Yeah.
We said we wanted to have them for ourselves.
We also we kicked their ass in hockey, baby.
Did we?
What? Yes, we did.
Oh shit.
Listen, here's how it went, right? Here's the throwdown, right?
Sure.
We went out there, they booed our national anthem. All
Wow.
right. 3 fights in 9 seconds. Them American hockey players like took their fucking gloves off and was fighting them Canadians out there in the ice. We had 3 fights in 9 seconds.
Wow.
And then we whooped their ass 3-1 in their own sport.
That's fucking awesome. Fuck you, Canada.
It
Get fucked.
was a tournament. It was a tournament, and I believe we're refighting Canada today. I
Let's
believe
get him
it's probably
again.
going on right now. You said what?
I said let's get him again.
Canada hockey. I believe it's today. They might be doing it right now. Championship time. It starts in 30 minutes, 8 p.m. Eastern.
Okay.
USA, USA, USA. uh, I kept seeing comments in the video saying Canadian hockey players had to hit them with them tariffs early. Uh,
Man, tariffs are gonna be. How do you feel about tariffs? Because I just feel that
Tariffs?
I feel like they're gonna end badly. People don't seem the other countries don't seem particularly happy about them. We kind of need them for things, so I don't know how it's gonna go. I don't know how I'm feeling about these tariffs. I know it starts with a T, so it's Trump tariffs, so it's alliteration, so it's good in that way, marketing wise. But I don't want them, despite despite the good marketing. I don't want them.
Hold on, I'm looking it up.
What, looking up tariffs?
Yeah, I wanna have the actual information before I explain it.
Understandable, understandable.
Uh,
I gotta figure out like what your positions are, because it feels like so far this show is very much the right winger and the left winger, but you are like more left than you are right, if the political compass is to be believed.
well, the thing is that usually what it is I agree a lot with the right on a lot of things. It's just they go too far. Does that make sense?
Okay.
It's like yeah, we should have it. We should like deport illegal immigrants, but you're too far. You're too hardcore on it, right? Like I don't think that we need to send people to Guantanamo Bay. I don't think that
Yeah, we don't need to
we need
start.
to.
We don't need to gather a certain kind of people into a place where they're all
I don't
imprisoned
like that.
together.
I don't like the implications of what you just said because it's not about certain types of people. It's just if you come in the country illegally. All right. If you look at a map,
It feels a little bit like a Mexican concentration camp. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say,
Riley,
Brad.
you have to. Riley, have you ever seen a world map?
I had once or twice.
White people are not on the border of America. It's Latinos. So naturally, there's going to be more Latino immigrants than any other country. Like if somebody in Africa wanted to immigrate to the U.S., they'd have to swim the ocean. It's not going to happen. So you get what I'm saying? Like the majority of immigration or illegal immigration is Latinos simply for the fact of geographic reasons. It has nothing to do with race reasons. So when you deport illegal immigrants, you're naturally going to deport more Latino people because they're the people that's coming over. Does that make sense?
Oh, oops. Yeah, I mean, I understand what you're saying. But you know,
Like, like if so, let's say 70% of all thefts were white people. All right, and then you went and arrested all these white people, and they're like, "Oh, it's a race thing. We're only arresting white people."
Mitch
No,
didn't even mute his phone. Fucking
it,
L. Fucking big L.
you said what?
You didn't even mute. I heard doo 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 doo. You motherfucker.
Oh yeah, it was in a yeah, I can turn it off. Hold on. There you go. Still gonna vibrate. You're still gonna hear it.
Professional broadcasters going doo 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 over here.
Hold on.
Trying to center that camera a little bit.
I'm trying to find
Trying to,
the
trying to find tariff
the
info.
tariffs, but it's kind of hard. From what I understand, the problem with the US right now uh is when you look at the top 10 people that trade with us, we buy significantly more of their products than they buy of our products. All right? And in the long term, that's unsustainable. Does that make sense? Like
Yeah.
imagine like you had a bajillion dollars like the US government has. Really, it's not even the US government, it's really the US people because the government isn't like writing a check to these countries. It's really companies that live in the US writing checks to other countries, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uh what ends up happening is we end up giving them a whole bunch of money, and these companies, instead of like using it to invest in themselves, a lot of times what they do is they just buy US Treasury bills, and that makes our debt go up like crazy. But you have to realize too, this is what a lot of people don't understand about the US debt too. People keep talking about like, oh, we owe China all this money, right? Like Chinese treasury bills only account for like 10% of our debt. The majority of the debt that we have is US companies.
And we got a lot of debt. Believe you me, folks.
But it's not a lot when you consider the whole, like, the numbers are so massively big, Riley. It's hard for people to wrap their brain around it, right? You have to imagine the country as a whole, all of the money that's in the country versus the debt that we have. It's not like that much. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, there's 400 million people in the US. Let's say each of those people made 40,000, right? I know this is like a really bad example. It's definitely not true, but it just
Yeah.
gives you an idea. Hold on.
Hi, hoaxing Haxorus. Welcome to the stream, by the way.
Hosting Haxorus. Tell Demi she's a coward for not debating me. She won't do it.
I don't think hoaxing Haxorus even knows Demi. They showed up because I streamed Sonic once.
She's a coward. She won't do it. Mark my words.
I
And when
mean,
if she does do it,
I'll bring it up on TransFat Experience Saturday morning. We'll see what she has to say, but I'm sure she just like doesn't find it
I
worth her
really,
time.
I really want to debate her on free speech.
I'm supposed to debate Harry Otter on free speech, but like I don't want to deal with him. The more I
He's
read it,
annoying.
the more I read his shit. Like I don't want to ban him because I like him. He was kind of like our first fan. Is his lore like there was a time where he was like the only person who interacted with largest issue, and like we talked. I've done a YouTube video with the guy before. Like he's my friend, but he seems extremely politically radicalized and just very upset at anybody who does not agree with him.
Okay, so let's say we have 400 million people in the US, right? Let's say because like the average person they make like 40,000 a year or something like that, right?
Yeah,
So that would mean that that's 16 trillion dollars,
that's a lot of money.
right? But you got to realize that there's a lot more money than that in the world. Like, like it's not Elon. Is it Jeff Bezos? One of those guys owns like $1 trillion by themselves. Like the amount of money we
I don't
have is
think there
so
is a
ridiculous.
trillionaire yet. I think maybe, or maybe there is.
Yeah, there is. Is there a Billionaire.
I remember like Bezos was close, was the last I heard. The
No,
bees.
I guess not. How much money is the American people worth? I'm just curious if there's any like number out there. It says that the Federal Reserve estimates the U.S. household net worth is around 150 trillion.
Wow. It's a lot of capital.
Yeah, like our debt is high, but it's not like a ridiculously amount of high, right? Like there's people out there. I mean, our debt hasn't reached 100% of what we own. It's like in like the 20-30% range. It's healthy.
Okay, I was under the impression it was a lot worse, but I don't know shit,
Yeah.
really. That's the interesting thing about me trying to do this political show is that I don't know jack shit, really, at the end of the day. Like, I
The
did.
thing the thing with the national debt is politicians go up there and they go 34 trillion and everybody goes, oh, dude, I owe $100 on my credit card and I'm fucking freaking out. 34 trillion?
All my
uh,
credit cards combined don't go that high. What the fuck?
right? Like that's the general idea. Uh, you still hear Axorus, you ain't said a word.
Well, leave him be to do what he pleases. I'm just happy he's making the effort to pop in. This is probably not the content he subscribed for. I gotta do that. I had a real Sonic kick for a few days. I don't even think it lasted a full week. A few days there, and then I got stuck at the end of Sonic 1 because Scrap Brain is really hard.
No,
So
he left. We need advertisements. I want an advertisement for this
listen,
show.
man. We'll make the advertisement happen, okay? We can't have every episode be let's argue about advertising. We'll figure it out.
Dude, a pizza. Dude, I want pizza.
I also want pizza. He's playing Pizza Tower, which is a cool game that the Zoomers like. I don't
So
know.
when are
I don't know how it
when are
plays at all. I've never seen it played. I just know it's a game about pizza. I assume there's towers involved, and there's a pizza man who I've seen, a little
Riley,
cartoon
good
pizza
pizza,
man.
great pizza, season 2, 2025.
A good
It's
pizza, great,
official.
good pizza, great pizza. I see
It's
that game.
official.
I see that game on the eShop page every once in a while, and consider buying it for the novelty. But
We need you to play it again. It's great. I had so much fun watching that. That was so great.
I don't know why. I don't know what was such a big appeal.
Riley, you would try to make a circle, and it would look like like when you're playing Splatoon. You got a little splat.
Yeah.
Your pizza would look like a splat. It
Okay,
was
because
not
I'm
a circle.
retarded. That's the appeal.
And
Got
then
it.
you would go to like put pepperonis on there, and then like instead of it being like nice and even, you have like all the pepperonis on one side of the pizza, and you're like, that's fine. Throw it in the oven.
I would play Pizza Tower, but I don't know. I could play it on my own time on Switch, probably. I'm pretty sure it's on
Axorus,
Switch.
you need to convince him
But
to
I
play
couldn't
good pizza,
stream
great
it.
pizza. It is the greatest thing ever watching this man play good
It's
pizza, great
just a
pizza.
shitty mobile. I'll just play Papa's Pizzeria. That's what I should have played in the first place.
No, 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 good pizza, great pizza.
Good Pizza Made Pizza is just like shitty Papa's Pizzeria. You play as the mythical creature, the Italian that has a shotgun. Hell yeah, bro. If
That
I,
reminds me of
I'm pretty sure they
chess
put
with
it
a
on Switch.
shotgun.
I don't know if they put it on PS4. If they put it on PS4, I could stream it. If not, I doubt my PC could run it. It might run
See, when
it,
you
but I doubt I
get
could stream
when
it.
you when you get a better fucking computer, we could stream ourselves playing like shitty games like that, and we could like verse each other.
Yeah.
I bet you I could make a fucking milkshake better than you can on Papa's Freezeria. Calling it now.
Bro, don't even fuck with me on Papa's Freezeria, bro. Okay.
I understand you're fat, but video games are my thing.
I mean, I don't game a lot now, but I was a gamer. I gamed. I gamed
I
in my
definitely don't game
day.
a lot now either.
I sometimes
There's
game.
one.
I'm gaming
There is
more.
one.
Last
There
year
is
I
one game.
slacked. Sorry, go ahead.
There is one game I've been waiting for like the last 4 years to come out. It's coming out this year. They announced it's coming out this year, and I'm gonna call off work. I'm gonna put PTO. I'm gonna be sick. I'm gonna whatever. It don't matter. When it comes out, I'm playing it right then.
Yeah.
It's Deltarune.
Okay.
Probably don't even know what that is.
No, I know what that is. I'm not fucking stupid. It's the sequel to Undertale.
Not a sequel.
Is it a
It's its own
prequel?
game. It's its
Well,
own
it's
game.
in the universe. It's a fucking portmanteau of the letters. It's fucking
It's like an alternate reality. So like they're not connected. They're connected but not connected, if that makes sense.
okay, okay.
Allegedly. I mean, I'm sure there's gonna be something crazy in there that we ain't found yet.
I've never finished Undertale. I probably should.
Oh my god, dude. It's the single greatest game of all time. Best story.
There's a FNAF level in Pizza Tower, and you can play as the noise. What do you mean the noise? Oh, the oh R. Is that the noise?
You'll be in the movie theater watching it, and everybody just in tandem,
Uh,
and then you just gotta fight them.
does FNAF
You just gotta
2
get up for
movie
fist fighting.
drop this year? I assume probably Halloween time.
I'm just glad they put
Did you
game
see?
theory in it.
Did you see FNAF 1 movie? I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, I did. I just love how they had MatPat in there.
Yeah, that was good. They didn't get Markiplier in there, which was annoying. He was busy with his own movie or whatever the fuck. But like I couldn't believe maybe they thought it just like wouldn't be good enough. It would be like a disgrace to Markiplier's legacy to even do it in that way, but like he didn't have time to come and film it, but there were a bunch of YouTubers who cameoed via picture and they didn't even put him in that way. And it's like what the fuck? He's like the king of FNAF. No, he's like the Noid but Mexican. Okay, sounds great. Sounds like a great character. El Noid. Speaking of the
What
Noid,
was
he's the guy for Domino's, which is a type of fast food pizza, which a fast food tier list is something that we're gonna do, and we should see if it's gonna let you screen share, or if we're just gonna have to narrate it.
uh what's it called? Did you see MatPat's line in the movie? Hold on, I was trying to find the entire line.
I mean, I saw the movie, but I'm trying to remember the exact line.
He was the waiter at a restaurant. Hold on, I'm listening to the clip. It's like 30 seconds. Give me a second.
I know it was he said like that's just a theory under some context, but I don't recall what it was.
He was a waiter at the restaurant, and they were sitting there. They were eating lunch, and he said something like, lunch is the most important meal of the day. And the guy responded with, that was breakfast. And he goes, well, that's just a theory.
That's true. He does say the thing.
Yeah. Uh, that's movies are supposed to have that in it. That's perfect.
How is the
That is good.
how has the Sonic movies not had any Sonic YouTuber guys yet? Or did they? Maybe there was I think there was like a taxi driver in Sonic 1 maybe who was a YouTuber. But like you got to put the Game Grumps in the Sonic movie, okay? You got to do it. It has to occur. Aaron
The
Hansen
reason
has to be
the,
in
the
Sonic.
the reason why I would rip Demi Gloom in a debate is because in the middle of our debate, right then, you're gonna make a claim, and I'm gonna look it up, and I'm gonna fucking pull up the evidence that you're wrong. Like, so me and Crow were talking last night, and he was like, I don't know, but I heard this, and I go, well, let's look it up, and then we look it up, and it's like, see, the thing that you're panicking about isn't even real. We went on Congress.gov and looked up the SAVE Act. Have you heard anything about the SAVE Act?
No, what's the SAVE Act?
Basically, Donald Trump is making it to where if you want to vote, you have to have an ID. All right.
Okay, yeah, I've
And
been hearing them
everybody-
argue about this. I just didn't know what it was called.
Everyone is like, if you're a woman, you're gonna not be able to vote because your fucking birth certificate is not gonna match your ID and blah 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 blah. All right, because they were like, I don't know, a dumb argument. They had some dumb argument where they're like, it's gonna make it impossible for women to vote. All right, I'm like, dude, it just wants you to have an ID. It's not what the bill says. It's not what the bill says. So pull it up. Here's the bill. Hold on, let's go to the text.
Wait, Crow was saying that it was going to make it impossible for women to vote?
Not just Crow, just people on the internet in
But
general.
was Crow on the side, or were you guys just mutually
We were just
researching this thing
talking,
you
and
didn't
he was
understand?
like, I believe I've read this has happened, and this is what concerns me about the SAFE Act. Save Act. All right, so I was like, well, let's just look it up. So I pull it up. All right. So when you go to Congress.gov, all right, you have all the bills. It shows you who was there. It shows you who voted yes, who voted no, all this bullshit, right? You have the bill, which is in like lawyer speak, and then they have like a summary, all right, that is in like Riley speak. When you need to dump down. All right.
Fuck you.
I'm not gonna read the lawyer speak version, all right, but it says the same thing as the summary, right? And everybody was talking about how it's gonna make it impossible for women to vote. And the first fucking line of the thing just says this bill requires individuals to provide documentary proof of U.S. citizenship in order to vote. And then it goes on to explain what proof is. And the first thing is a United States ID. It's like not fucking hard. There's nothing wrong with voter ID.
Yeah, I mean, I've never understood the argument against it. Really, I'd like, one of the liberals to hop in here and explain it to me. But
So back when black people were given the right to vote, they made it difficult for them to vote by imposing rules on how they could vote. All right. And so like you had like tests and all this. They made you basically do a fucking sobriety test to prove that you were a U.S. citizen or whatever. Fucking in order to vote and it hurt a lot of black people in their ability to vote. All right. And everybody's arguing with they're trying to do that again. All right. No, that's not, the majority of Americans have ID. All right. And it even says in the test, you don't even have to have an ID. Hold on. I'm going to go back to the law. Hold on.
I mean, I didn't listen. I'm a victim of having to have a voter ID, okay? Because I would have voted in 2020, but I didn't have an ID, and I knew I needed one where I was, so I didn't vote. And there could have been one more vote in 2020 for Joe Biden, who won anyway, so it doesn't matter. But I didn't have an ID.
You could also have used it's a passport, your military ID.
Yeah, let me bust out my military ID real quick, Brad, from my time in fucking Nam.
So you could have
Yeah.
So do you know the difference between like an ID and a real ID?
No, but I've heard that I'm gonna have to go get one if I want to go on a plane after May. Whatever the fuck a real ID is.
When you go to the DMV, you can get an ID or a real ID. And a real ID is like an ID, but with extra steps. It's got more stuff that you have to bring.
Why the
right?
fuck? Why would
If
I
you,
go and get an ID and you're giving me fucking a fake ID? I want a real ID. What the fucking give me fucking not real ass ID? What the
I don't
fuck?
know. It's admittedly it's dumb, but it's saying here too, right? Like if you have a non-real ID, all right, you can bring your birth certificate and your social security card with your ID, and you can vote. And then
Oh, you have to get a real ID for this shit? Fuck real ID. Fuck this gay real ID shit. I hate it.
it's fucking it's not that big a deal. It's annoying, but it's not that big a deal.
What is y'all's favorite pizza? Good question, Hoaxing Haxers. Good
Good
question.
question.
Um, I mean, like,
Supreme. Throw it all on there.
probably just like a meat lovers.
Your fat ass would be allergic to vegetables.
I like vegetables, and I have had
That's not.
pizza with vegetables that's good, but like, if I had to pick my perfect pizza, really, I don't usually even get like multiple toppings. Like, I enjoy pepperoni. I'm a pepperoni man. I'm a basic bitch. And you gotta, if you want that real good shit, you gotta get that extra cheese. That's 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 the
I
important
had
part.
I had an argument with an Italian once online. Pizza has been Americanized and is now part of our culture. All right. And there are
Okay,
types of pizzas that are American pizza. For an
sure,
example, taco and like hamburger pizza where they use like ketchup and mustard and do like hamburger meat and pickles and stuff like that. Like these are American pizzas, right?
sure.
And he's like, they're not pizza because a pizza is tomato sauce and blah blah blah. Like, no, as a culture, we've reinvented pizza in our own way,
Well,
and it's still
we've
pizza.
appropriated pizza. It's ours now, and you had to accept it.
Well, it's not just solely ours, but it's like we've like it's kind of like the Doritos Locos Tacos is an American taco. All right, the DLT from Taco Bell is the most American fucking shit I can think of.
God, now I
All
want
right,
Doritos Locos Tacos. Why did you talk about them?
my roommate has not had a DLT.
Wow. How could you
That's
live
insane.
without a DLT?
But anyway, so we've had this argument, and he's like, "That's not real pizza. It's not real." Yeah, it is. It's American pizza. It's part of American pepperoni pizza. Is solid. It's like a to me, it's like the middest of pizza, but it does the job. Definitely does the
Pepperoni
job.
pizza, extra cheese. Maybe throw like some mushrooms on there or some onions if you're feeling froggy. You're gonna have a good time.
Pepperoni pizza in basketball terms is the guy. He's not your star player, but he comes in, he gives you 10 points, 5 rebounds, and goes home.
We love our pepperoni pizza. Consistency.
There you go. But anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, the argument that I had. The argument that I had was that Americans have culture. Everybody keeps talking about, oh, America doesn't have culture. America doesn't have culture. No, pizza is part of American culture. You sit there on a Sunday morning, you grab a beer and pizza, and you watch the fucking football game. That's American
Hell
culture right there.
yeah. Fuck
Fucking
yeah.
America. Today, you get a pizza, you get a beer, and you watch hockey, and you watch us kick the fucking Canadians' ass. Fuck them. We don't need their maple syrup.
Man, I can't remember the last time I watched a sports.
Sports are great.
Probably the last time the Patriots went to the Super Bowl, because that was really the only circumstance that I would watch sports when I was like young, was if the Patriots went to the Super Bowl, which happened quite often back then. But now does not happen because the Patriots were not a team; they were a guy named Tom Brady, and he left, and now they're shit.
Did you see Patrick Mahomes get his total ass whooped
I
in
heard
this
about
last Super
it.
Bowl? It was bad. It was like super mega bad.
I heard the Eagles fucking destroyed.
And our greatest president of all time, Donald J. Trump, was there to watch that atrocity. They should be embarrassed to let our president come to the football game
I guess I've never
and
really
see
gotten
that shit.
your. You mentioned Trump. I've never really gotten your overall temperature on him because I know you prefer him over Kamala, but that's
He's a seven
all
out
I
of
know. How do you feel
he,
about him overall?
he's a he's a 7 out of 10 president. He's a good president. He's not a great president.
Okay.
If he makes a cyber bill of rights and arrest politicians that are stealing from our government and finds fraud, and he does some things like that, I think he'll end up being one of the greatest presidents of all time. But he's not there yet. He just kind of is there.
I think there are definitely good things that he'll do, just as the nature of like things will get better, at least like superficially and to some degree if things change. Like I think that's maybe that's insane. Maybe everybody would call me retarded if they heard this argument, but like um I
This
I,
is the thing.
I hate
This is the
Trump. I
thing.
think Trump is going to do terrible things. I also think Trump is going to shake things up a lot, and I think that will result in some fallout that I will consider good things. I think the bad will outweigh the good. I'm not saying I like Trump. I still think that this is fucking red alert, critical, awful, fucking code red situation that we're in. That Donald Trump is
This
our
is the thing
president
that
again,
this
but he's gonna achieve some good things just by nature of shaking things up, I think.
this is the thing that confuses me the most, right? You talk to people like you, right? This is a statement we can both agree on, right? That the government is doing too much, and we would like the government to not be doing as much.
Yeah.
All right. And then Donald Trump comes out and he goes, I got it. Doge. And then everybody goes, whoa, you want to downsize the government? You want to cut wasteful spending? No. What?
It
That
probably
doesn't
didn't
make
help that he
sense.
was like, and I'm gonna get this one retard that everybody hates, and he's gonna do it.
Here's the plan, guys. We're going to get an autistic kid and we're going to give him an important sounding job. We're going to give him a name tag.
I described this on I believe the last episode or somewhere, but it is literally like his job is just to notice things and then tell people who actually can do something. He put Elon Musk in this perfect little box where it's like, okay, your job is to look at numbers and look at people and be like, I don't know if we need this. And then you tell another guy, and that guy does the firing. You yourself,
Dude,
Elon
you could
Musk, have
see,
no power. You are a professional noticer of things.
listen, what's it called? You could see, I don't know how to explain this other than the fact that this happens with me, right? Like, like you know how you get like super passionate in something, and then, or at least I do this, right? I'll get super passionate about something. I want to know everything about it, right? I live, breathe, and I get super excited about it. I want to talk to people about it. All right. No one gives a shit about me and my stocks, but I want to tell people about it because I'm super excited about it. All right. Um, I call it. I get autismo about something, right? That's what I call it. Right. You could see he's like that right now with this Doge thing. I watched an interview in the special
The
forces.
special
Yeah, there you
forces.
go.
Yeah, yeah,
uh,
it's perfect because it's the special forces, like, like special ed.
I just imagine him being in charge of the rockets and the special forces.
Where am I gonna put
But
this
anyway,
rocket, boss? Oh
you just give it to that autistic kid over there.
well.
But anyway, uh, he was talking about the limestone mines. We talked about this on last episode with the limestone mines, right?
Yeah.
All right, and he's talking about it. He's like, dude, we put things in mines. Isn't that crazy? And he gets so excited about
Bro,
it.
mines, dude? Come on.
uh, okay, hold on. Let me see if it'll let me screen share.
Yeah. We'll see how that works.
Hold on. Tier list maker.
I've done this in like 8 other places. I gotta like go back. You know what I should do? This is a really stupid bit that I don't know if anybody would find amusing. I'm gonna pitch it here. What if I did a tier list of all of the fast food tier lists that I've done over the years?
That is funny. I like this one guy on TikTok. He would do a tier list, but he would do a tier list of like random things. It's like mm, uh Leonardo DiCaprio, B tier, Pokemon, C tier, French fries, A tier. And it's just random uncorrelated shit.
That is
All
a
right.
pretty good meme. All right, let's see. Let's see how Streamlabs feels about this one, folks.
The first
Not.
one is A and W.
Hold on.
F
Oh, it's all exploding.
tier.
Oh
C
shit.
tier. F tier.
Hello. Okay.
I can hear you.
Oh, it's not gonna. It's gonna fucking.
Yeah. It's kind of working. Terribly, but it's working.
It's not. But yeah, it's not gonna be sustainable though. Shit. We'll just have to look. We'll talk about it and then we'll look it over at the end. I can just like put the image on screen.
Fair enough. So the
I
first one is A and W.
A&W, I'm gonna have to take your word on because I've never been there in my life. They got good root beer that
So
they sell
listen,
in the store, but I don't know
yeah,
about their
they
food.
got the mugs, and it's like a super cool concept, but their food is so mid. And the only time I've ever loved going to an A and W is there's an A and W Long John Silver's. So I'll go to the Long John Silver's, but get the A and W root beer. So the fact that the only enjoyable experience I've had with your restaurant is the fact that there was another restaurant attached to your restaurant, it's an F for me, bro. Arby's.
Shit. I keep getting. I don't even know if I muted myself that time. I think that might have happened on its own. But like, I feel like Taco Bell is one of those places too, where like I like Taco Bell, but like the best thing about a Taco Bell, and this is gonna upset. I know you're a Taco Bell fan, so I feel like you're gonna spit out your drink and you're gonna be like, what? But like the best thing about any given Taco Bell is that it's attached to a KFC, so I can get Baja Blast with my KFC. Oh, Brad died. Oh, Brad's back.
Oh, sorry, you were disrespecting Taco Bell. I had to leave. Anyway,
Okay,
as you were
okay.
saying,
The best thing about a Taco Bell is that you can that sometimes. Okay, I get it. Let's move on. Good bit.
uh, anyway, I'm done.
Yeah, but regardless, what's the next restaurant? Because I've never been to A&W.
Arby's.
Arby's. Arby's has been a reliable friend to me for many years. It is
Honestly, it's solid. I
it's
don't
the
think it's the greatest thing of all time, but it's solid.
it's
C or
solid.
B?
Their new burgers suck shit. But the roast beef's good and the fucking chicken's good.
We just got ham.
Most of it is good. There's no ham yet at mine as far as I know.
It just started. Like it just started like Monday.
Yeah, maybe I just haven't seen it. Interesting. But
I'm gonna go C tier.
burgers are dog shit. Everything I was gonna say B tier. I like it a
B tier.
lot.
That's fair. That's fair.
Not like
Uh,
amazing, but it's
you ever
like
heard of
it's good.
Baja Fresh?
No, have you?
No, never had it.
Okay.
Blimpie, never had it. I know you've never had that. It's fucking
Yeah, I've never had
Blimpie. What the
fucking
fuck is that?
Balimpi.
Bojangles.
Heard of Bojangles? I don't think I've ever actually had it.
It's been forever. I'm gonna put a never had.
That's fair.
Houston Market rotisserie chicken.
I've I don't know.
I'm gonna put this one in F tier automatically. It's Burger King.
Wait, it's Burger King?
Yes. I worked there. I hated working there, so it goes to F
Oh,
tier.
I thought you said Houston, whatever the fuck, rotisserie chicken was F tier.
Oh no, never had it. And then I went to the next one to Burger King because we never had that one. And I said I'm gonna put this one in F tier automatically.
Yeah, Burger King, I don't know if I'd necessarily give it F tier, but I'm not gonna fight it out of F tier. It's not like anything. That's the thing about Burger King, is that like okay, here's the thing about McDonald's, which we'll get to and we'll debate what tier it belongs in. But McDonald's is like garbage, but it's supposed to be, and it's garbage in a way that is like appealing because of magical science chemicals they put in it that makes you want to eat
I
it.
like I like I
But
like
Burger
I like how
King. Well, hold
hold
on.
on. I like go
Okay.
ahead. Sorry.
I just want to finish the point and say Burger King is like it's doing what McDonald's is doing, except it's trying to be less garbage, and that actually makes it worse because without it being garbage, it's just like boring and not that good.
The thing with McDonald's is McDonald's, even though it's not the best at all, it's one of those things where if you have like 8 people in a car and they're like, man, where do we want to go? Everyone likes McDonald's.
It is an easy win for sure. But regardless, yeah, Burger King can go in F tier. What's next,
Raising Cane's.
bro? Let me fucking tell you about Raising Cane's. Have you ever had Raising Cane's?
Yeah, there's one like, right next to my house. It's all right. The
Dude,
best thing about Raising Cane's is its sauce.
dude, that fucking cane sauce on those chicken tenders, bro.
See, but the thing though is if the best thing about your restaurant is your sauce and not your chicken, is it really?
Well, no, because the sauce is part of the deal. The deal is you get the chicken tenders, you get the sauce, you dip the chicken tenders in the sauce, and you eat it, and
Yeah, they're also
that's
like
the
eleven
appeal of what
dollars.
you're eating. And it's delicious and wonderful and amazing, and I think it at least has to be A tier.
Price
It
of
can stay out of S tier because it doesn't have
chicken
variety, but S
at
tier is
Raising
the A
Cane.
tier is where it should be.
4-piece box combo is $6.99. That's not bad.
No,
Yeah, I'll give it. See, but
A for
there is no S
affordable.
tier. There is no S tier. It goes from B to the best.
What
So
the
I say B tier.
fuck? What is this? Oh, okay, hold on. We need to rework our entire tier list here, Brad. You're new to tier maker. You're new to tier maker. Whatever fucking gay tiers they have, get rid of them. S A B C D.
It's hold on. I don't know how to add one. Hold on. Add row above. Or no, I want to add row below. Delete this row. Put a. I don't like this. It's the best. A, B, C, D, F, and never had. I like the never had one because we just have a tier list of like, oh, we don't
Yeah,
have it. So
that's fine. I can take or leave having an F tier. That's fine. Just for my autism, I feel like you should rename the best to S.
okay, fine. All right. Carl's Jr. Hardee's.
Hardee's,
It's a B
honestly,
tier.
B tier. I was
Yeah.
gonna say honestly, it's S tier. Like I don't have a single complaint
What?
about Hardee's. Hardee's is fucking delicious. They got some nice, juicy burgers, solid fries. I go to Hardee's and I'm never disappointed. I think they're a strong contender. There are a lot of fast
So
food
look.
places where I'm like, I can only have these burgers when I'm in a certain mood or they're shitty and I hate them. The Hardee's has a good burger. I can get a Hardee's burger at any time and I'm satisfied with Hardee's.
See, but you got. So the next one right beside it is Checkers, and I can't imagine a world where Hardee's is above Checkers.
I I'm gonna have to take your opinion on Checkers because I don't think I've ever had it.
So I'm gonna put Carl's Jr. in A
Okay, I'm willing to accept
next
that.
to Kane,
Above
and I'm gonna
Raising
put Checkers in.
Cane's.
Checkers is an S, and it's super easy. Hold on. I'm gonna name some prices to you. Let me look these up. Hold on.
I know they're cheap. I know Checkers
Uh,
is cheap as fuck. I'm aware of that feature of Checkers.
but it's not just cheap, it's like actual good food. Hold on.
I know they have wings at Checkers, which is a strange thing to have.
They got wings, they got hot dogs, they got fries, they got burgers, they got milkshakes, they got uh what's it called? Like funnel cake fries.
Ooh.
Um, combo meals. Come on now, where's the deals at? Excuse me.
How
Specials. There you go. Maybe I
crass.
should click
Okay.
specials.
Specials.
Oh, it doesn't fucking tell me anything.
Well, shit. Checkers is cheap, folks.
Hold on. Checkers.
I believe you. We don't need to find the specific
No, no, no,
prices.
I need to tell you this. This is important. Hold on.
Okay, okay,
Check.
okay.
I need you to listen to this deal because they have a specific deal. I'm going to ask ChatGPT. Tell me Checkers specials. Don't give me 2 responses. It's not that hard.
It's gotta really think about it.
Okay, look.
Shit, what do they have at Checkers?
They got 2 for $4 value sandwiches where you can get a BLT burger or a honey barbecue bacon burger for $4. You get 2 for $4. All right. They got a $5 meal deal that comes with a burger, 8 nuggets, their fries, a drink, and a pie. All right. They got uh they're 2 for $4 and they're 2 for $5, right? So their 2 for $4 is either a burger, a fish sandwich, and a hot dog, or there's something else I'm missing. And then their 2 for $5 is the same thing, but it's doubles. So you can get like 2 double burgers or 2 double chicken sandwiches or 2 fish sandwiches for $5.
Okay.
I gotta use the restroom. Sorry.
That's okay. There goes Brad, everybody, in all of his glory. How's everybody doing in the chat? Hoaxing Haxorus, you still here? I see you got 2 viewers. I don't know who they may be. One of them might be Brad. Maybe the other one's Hoaxing Haxorus. Who knows? We're making them big numbers here on the death stream, okay? Fucking eat your heart out, Ethan Ralph. Who this show has nothing to do with, except for the fact that they're both shows on the internet where you talk about political stuff. No similarities in any other way. Any sort of Ethan Ralph product. Stop. I'm about to like start watching YouTube shorts live on stream. We can't do this. I can't get into my brain rotting live on air. I hope Brad is quick in the bathroom. I wonder how much more I should have vetted this tier list. I hope it has all the good fast food places. So we can determine the true ranking. Who will be the best in the fast food world? God, whenever we do these fucking tier lists, it makes me hungry. I'm so fat, bro.
Sorry, I had to use the bathroom really quickly.
That's okay.
Anyway, and then another thing is that the rallies near me, all of them close at 3 a.m. So I get off work and they're open.
There you go. I'd say
And
yeah.
Riley fries is probably some of the best fries in fast food.
I'll leave it up to you. It can go wherever you desire.
The next one is also a very easy S tier, by the way. It's Chick-fil-A.
Wait, so Checkers is S tier to be clear. We gotta declare
Yes.
because they can't see it.
Yeah, Checkers is S tier, and Chick-fil-A also has to be S tier.
Yeah, you know. Yeah, I can't even fight about it. Like, I don't go there very much, so I don't like think about it. But yeah, like it's like fucking amazing every time. Like
Listen,
it's great.
their food is like, to me, their food is like B tier, but it is absolutely and utterly impressive that I see their line and their line is like to the moon.
I always get Chick-fil-A at
Elon
the
has to
airport.
like Elon Musk has to have like a rocket to get to the line at that fucking Chick-fil-A because it's so long. And it still takes you like 5 minutes to get your food.
Chick-fil-A
It's
is like
impressive.
my treat whenever I go to an airport. That's like the only time I ever come into contact with Chick-fil-A. There's one close to me, like probably closer than the airport is, but like not close enough that I ever go there. So it's just like every time I go to the airport, which happened once a year ago, and then the last time it happened before that was I was like 13. But the tradition is carried on that I will get Chick-fil-A when I go to the airport. It's pretty good. Big fan of Chick-fil-A.
Chipotle.
Chipotle, I've only ever had once, and it was really good. Like for like a fast food experience, I would say it
B
was
tier.
like it's like kind of pinky's eye. I was gonna say A. You would say B for Chipotle.
Yeah. To me, it's expensive. It's like Arby's though.
It's expensive, but I think it's good.
I can give it A. I really like Chipotle.
We gotta make sure the tiers are ranked too. We haven't really been doing that. It's like what are they looking at like right now? Let me see if I agree
So
with
we
the
we
orderings.
have Rallies and Chick-fil-A in S, Chipotle, Raising Canes, and Hardee's at A, Arby's at B, nothing in C, nothing in D, and then we have A&W and Burger King at F.
All right, go over B
I'm
again
gonna
for
rapid
me.
fire some of these because I don't think either of us have heard of some of these. Church's Chicken.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
We're ordering the tiers right now because I think there were some things I didn't agree with. What was B?
Arby's,
B was just Arby's. Okay, what was A?
Chipotle, Raising Canes, and Hardee's.
Okay. I feel like that goes Hardee's, Raising Cane's, Chipotle.
Oh, I see what you're saying. You're trying to rank the in the individual tiers.
Yes.
No, Chipotle is definitely better than Raising Cane's.
You think
No.
so?
Yeah.
I think Hardee's
Raising
is the
Cane's is
best
just
of them though.
that's fine. I'm fine with the Hardee's as A. Or at the
Hardee's,
top of A.
yeah. So Hardee's, Chipotle, Raising Cane's. That's fine.
Church's Chicken. Have
And
you
then
heard of it?
S tier is Checkers and then Chick-fil-A. I feel like that should be swapped.
No, fuck no.
Okay, whatever. Yeah, like I said, I can't say anything about Checkers, so I guess it's just the best.
It is. It really is. It's definitely because to me, it's very rare that you get a place that's cheap and good, and it's cheap and good.
That's fair. Yeah, Church's Chicken I've never been to.
Checkers also has this policy where if your fries are ever cold, they'll remake them immediately.
Oh, that's nice.
They call it fry bombing, and they say like they always have it everywhere. Like if we fry bomb, we'll remake it. Have you heard of Church's Chicken?
I've heard of it, but I've never had it, so I can't speak to its quality.
Fucking Cookout fresh hamburgers.
Cookout fresh hamburgers, no.
Culver's.
Culver's is great. You ever had a Culver's?
I have not, and I really want to because there's one in Atlanta, or at least on the way to Atlanta that I've seen. And next year when I go to my grandpa's, I'm gonna do that.
it's just I think Culver's is genuinely like I personally I think it and Hardee's are comparable, but I wanted to put Hardee's in S tier, and I also want to put Culver's in S tier because Culver's is like just like solid, delicious burgers, nice and greasy. The butter burger is their signature item.
Would you say it's
Some nice
over
and
Hardee's or under Hardee's?
buttery buns. I would say it's a little bit better than Hardee's probably.
Then I'll put it in S tier.
Yeah. So Culver's, we can put that in S tier. It's delicious and
Del
juicy.
Tacos,
Never had it, I don't think.
Denny's.
Bro. Denny's?
It's definitely a solid C tier.
C tier, you think?
Yeah, I think it's the definition of mid.
Something about it though. Like it is kind of
I
mid.
haven't been to a Denny's in a very, very long time.
It is a
Do you think it's better than
little
Arby's?
mid. No, but I think it is B tier. I think it could be below Arby's and B tier, but I think it is B tier. Because it's like I think just the diner vibe in general. Like you could just go to a diner and probably do better, to be honest, but
See, but the
Denny's
thing
also
is,
works.
I'm looking at some of these diners on here because they've got Waffle House on here and they've got what else is there that I saw?
Waffle
Steak and
House
Shake.
is literally the afterlife you go to if you're good. Like Waffle House is
Waffle.
heaven. Waffle House is beautiful, but
Listen, so you've got Waffle House and you've got Steak and Shake on here as other diners, and then I look at Denny's and I go, man, if I had these three in a row, which diner would I go to? And it's definitely not Denny's.
it's
So
definitely not Denny's.
that's why.
I think the other two would be a lot higher, but I think Denny's is a solid B tier.
Okay, I'll take your word for it because it's been a very, very long time since I've been to one.
I just like it, man.
Domino's Pizza.
You see, I feel like my opinion kind of wildly shifts on Domino's constantly. Where like every once in a while I'll get in the right mood and I'll be like, hell yeah, bro, Domino's. But then in other times I'll be like, what the fuck is this Domino's shit? Who wants Domino's ever?
When I
Um,
think there's no other pizza places on here, but when I think of pizza places, I don't think there's ever a reason for me to go to Domino's. I would rather go to Little Caesars, Pizza Hut, or just Sam's Club.
yeah, for me it's like
I,
if I'm gonna get chain pizza, like I would get like no, if I get chain pizza, if I get chain pizza, it's usually either Little Caesars because it's cheap or Domino's because it's like fine. But usually I wouldn't get chain pizza. I would just get fucking like from a local pizzeria. So
want to put it in C tier.
yeah, that's probably fair. That's probably a fair place for Domino's.
Dairy Queen.
I will fight to the death for Dairy Queen, bro. I think Dairy Queen is S tier, unapologetically.
Their ice cream is S tier, but their food
I
is
don't think
mid.
the food is mid. People say the food is mid. I don't think the food is mid. I love me a nice fucking flamethrower burger from Dairy Queen or some chicken strips, also very good. Good buffalo
What tier?
sauce. I
B
think it's
tier?
S tier.
S tier. Oh my god, you're
I
crazy.
think Dairy Queen is maybe one of my favorite places to eat ever.
I'll compromise and put it in A tier, split the difference
Okay.
of our opinions. Uh I'll put it. God, I can't imagine putting it
Dairy
above
Queen is
Hardee's
God
and
tier.
Chipotle.
Thank you. Thank you. I think it should be top of A tier. If even it is A tier, it should be S tier in a perfect world.
I'll put it in S tier behind Checkers.
Okay. I'll
Because
accept.
I'll put Checkers in S, and you can put Dairy Queen in S next to it. My opinion is better than yours, and I'm controlling the tier list. I'll put it behind Checkers.
Yeah, it's fine.
Uh, Polo Loco, never heard of it.
Never.
Firehouse Subs,
Firehouse is that's a C tier. It's mid as
it's
fuck.
a D tier because I went there once and I said there's no reason for me to go to this place ever again
Their meatball subs
because I
are
like
like
Subway more.
acceptable.
But I
and
go to Subway.
sometimes
You go to
they're on
Subway.
sale.
You don't go to Firehouse.
No, but Subway's meatball subs suck.
I've never had a meatball sub from Subway because I never go there for that.
You know,
But
Firehouse is like they have good meatball subs, which I know because sometimes they're on sale, so I get them.
okay,
But other than
I'll
that,
put it in C. That sounds
yeah.
like acceptable. Five Guys.
Also, I'm gonna head out. Goodbye, hoaxing Haxorus. Five Guys.
Later, you're our G, my guy.
I've only had it
Andrew Tate
once.
would be proud of you, Haxorus. So sorry, go ahead.
I've only had it once, and it was lukewarm. But even then, I understood the magic. It was great. It was at least an A tier experience, and I know if it wasn't delivered in an hour and a half by DoorDash and given to me lukewarm and shitty, it probably would have been an S tier experience. But even in its form that it was given to me, it was A tier. Got amazing fries, high quality fries,
Well,
and they don't skimp on
better
the
than Hardee's.
fries. Delicious burgers. Yeah, yeah, I would say so.
So it's an A tier.
Yeah.
Okay, but then Hardee's is an S tier, but it's better than Hardee's in A tier.
Wait, I thought Hardee's was A tier. Did you put Hardee's up in S tier?
No, Hardee's is an A tier. What I'm making fun of you because you said, "Well, Five Guys is an A tier," and I said, "Is it better than Hardee's?" And you were like, "Yeah." I was like, "But Hardee's is, in your opinion, an S tier."
Yeah, but
I was like pointing out
I'm
how.
doing it like within the rules of like what's already there, basically.
All right, fair enough. Uh, this next one I'm going to be a little controversial, but I don't care because I stand by my opinion. Affordability matters. All right,
That's true. And it,
IHOP is way too expensive for what it is.
IHOP,
It's way too expensive.
IHOP, they get an eggnog pancakes during Christmas that sometimes me and my mom get, and it's like a nice little tradition, and they're tasty. I never go to IHOP under like any other circumstance unless it just like
Because it's expensive.
because it's
If I want to pay
expensive.
$50, if I want to pay $50 for some eggs and pancakes, I'll go to fucking Waffle House and pay 12.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's not even as good. So yeah,
D
you're
tier.
100% correct. Yeah.
It's better than A&W and Burger King, but it sucks. In and Out. You ever had In and Out? I don't think so.
No.
Jack in the Box.
No.
C tier. It's definitely C tier. The reason why it's C tier is because it's got everything, but it's good at nothing.
Okay. Interesting.
It's got like burgers, tacos, chicken sandwich, salads, just everything. But it's good at nothing. Is it better than Firehouse subs? Yeah, but it's not as good as Domino's. So I'll
Fair.
put it in the middle there. Jersey Mike's. Never had it.
I always get this one mixed up.
There's
No,
Jersey
no,
Mike's and Jimmy John's
this is
right
the
next to
bad
each other.
one. This is the bad one. Jimmy John's is the good one. Jersey Mike's is the shitty one. That's D tier and bad.
D tier. Below out.
Yes.
And then Jimmy John's.
Jimmy John's not as good as Subway, but pretty good. Solid B tier.
B tier. Below Denny's.
I would say above Denny's.
Okay. Below Arby's.
Yeah.
Jollibee. Jollibee.
Jollibee,
Never heard of it.
never been. I've heard of it, but I've never been.
KFC.
This is 100% S tier for me. I love a KFC. I need a KFC in my
KFC used to
life.
be S tier, and they're shit now. They're not as good.
What?
Their quality has gone down.
It has, but like it's still like some of the best in the game. Like they used to be astronomically
No,
ahead, and now they're just like
Popeyes
kind
is
of
way better than KFC.
no, 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 no. Popeye's
Yes.
quality has gone into the fucking toilet, Brad. I don't know where you've been. Popeye's has
Bullshit.
been
Every time I go to
fucking
Popeyes here, it is
tanking.
amazing.
Popeyes used to have that fucking fancy little sandwich that everybody was fucking killing each other over. And now their sandwiches are subpar at best.
Popeyes,
And
listen,
their regular
Popeyes
chicken just sucks.
revolutionized the chicken sandwich in fast food.
Their chicken sandwich is fine, and their regular chicken like sucks ass.
Riley, no other restaurant dared to fight Chick-fil-A in the chicken sandwich game until Popeyes, the greatest chicken fast food chain of all time, stood up and challenged the immortality of Chick-fil-A. When has
Another
KFC
warrior
done
appeared
anything
in the
like that?
night.
But you know what? You know what? You know what? I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. I would put KFC in S tier, but then I remembered the fucking cheesa. The chicken pizza, Riley.
Yeah, that was a fuck
You're
up.
telling me the chicken pizza is S tier?
But they got rid of the chicken pizza pretty quick. Just a little experiment they did. You know, you can't hold it too much.
What about that movie that they released with Colonel Sanders as like this buff old guy that everybody was like, "Oh my god,
I'm unfamiliar with this. What are you talking
this is
about?
fucking called KFC movie." Sanders.
The chitza was a fuck up though. I agree. Misstep in the KFC legacy.
In December 2020, KFC collaborated with Lifetime to produce a 15-minute mini movie titled "A Recipe for Seduction," starring Mario Lopez as Colonel Sanders. This romantic drama follows a young Harris who must choose between a wealthy suitor by her mother or the new house chef Sanders.
Wow.
And it's the most corny bullshit dumbass shit I've ever seen.
You know, KFC easily better than Popeyes. You're fucking delusional. S tier.
I'll put it there just because we keep fighting, but on some of this stuff. But I'm
I mean,
gonna put it in the back of S
the
tier.
usually the rule is how I do it when I collaborate in tier list. If you don't want to compromise, is just average where you would put it, the both of you. So if you,
Put that
how do you feel about a KFC?
put that in D tier.
You say D tier for KFC?
Yes,
All
but
right,
I
well
feel like
put
B
it in B
tier.
tier then.
All right.
If that's what we say.
Uh, I'd put in the. I'm looking at these. I'd put it in between Jimmy John's and Denny's. Little Caesars.
Little Caesars. You see, the
Solid A
affordability
tier.
really wins here, but like
Yes,
it's not
but
like
it's not $5
good
anymore. It's not.
though.
Hey, it's not $5 anymore. Let's remember that.
Like it's okay, but like
A
not.
tier. The
Mm,
back of A tier. It's better than Arby's. I'd go to Little Caesars more than I go to Arby's.
okay, but is it back of A tier or is it top of B tier?
I'm fine with top of B tier.
Yeah, that feels better.
Another mid one, Long John Silver's.
Never had it.
It's mid. It's just fish. I'm gonna put it in the back of C tier
Okay.
because it's better than IHOP, but worse than Firehouse Subs. So. Well, no, it's better than Firehouse Subs. McDonald's.
McDonald's. Honestly, I feel like you have to respect the king.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's one of those things where, like, is it food deserving of S tier? Probably not. But it's like everyone goes there.
Everyone goes there.
So I'm
It's
gonna
delicious. It's like it's the it is fast food. It just
I'm gonna
is
put it
fast food. It's S
above
tier.
Chick-fil-A, but below Dairy Queen.
It's the McNuggets, bro.
Moe's Southwest Grill.
I mean, I've never been there, but it sounds pretty great. 'Cause I love Mo.
Noodles Company.
Never been to Noodles Company.
Panda Express.
Pin Express, honestly, banger,
Never
banger
had
ass
it.
shit. I would give Panda Express a confident S tier. I've never had Panda Express and not like
The back of
been
it.
except yeah, probably back of S tier. I've never had Panda Express
Pana-
and not been like thoroughly enjoyed of the Panda Express.
Panera Bread.
Uh,
And I'm gonna go ahead and quote Donald Trump. The lemonade didn't kill when I was president. And under Joe Biden, the lemonade's killing people. Isn't that crazy?
the lemonade, it's fucking killing people. They're killing
Have
them.
you know that about Panda Express and their lemonade, right?
You mean Panera Bread and their lemonade?
What did I say?
Panda Express.
Oh, sorry. So yeah, Panera Bread and their lemonade. Did you hear about that?
I did hear about that. I did hear they had some charged lemonade that was killing some folks.
Put that shit in F tier. There's no reason to go to it.
No,
It's too
because like their
expensive.
food, the food is good.
Bullshit.
It's got to be like C at least.
I argue that it's not better than IHOP, which is in D tier.
Uh, maybe you're right.
Let's put it in between IHOP and Jersey Mike's.
Okay.
Papa John's.
But better than Domino's, but not that much else going for it.
I don't think so. I think Domino's is way better than Papa John's.
Think so?
I do. Put that shit in D tier.
No,
Past
but
IHOP.
Papa John's got that garlic sauce, dog.
Well, actually, I see me going to Papa John's more than Jack in the Box, fucking Long John Silver's, and Firehouse Sub. So put it in C tier behind Domino's.
Okay, that's acceptable. Have you seen the new Papa
Uh,
John's ads? They just got this guy, and I don't know why I like these ads so much. I think they're incepting me. They really are incepting me into wanting to order Papa John's. It's just like stupid expensive, so I never go through with it because I know it's not going to be worth the money. But they just got this guy who just is really enthusiastic about making pizzas, and he's making silly like TikToks about how he's making these pizzas, and sometimes he makes like a crazy pizza that's like, whoa, what is this madness that you're doing? And he just like is like, yeah, we're gonna put on the pepper and the signature garlic sauce. That's just how we're
as the
doing it
sauce. Yeah, I've seen
better.
those.
Yeah.
PDQ.
Never been.
Never heard of it. Penn Station.
Never had it.
You can't out Pizza the Hut.
Pizza Hut. You see, Pizza Hut got the fucking pizzaninis or whatever the fuck they're called now, and those
One
are
word.
good.
One word. You ready?
What?
Buffet.
They don't do that anymore.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. At certain locations. There's one right down the road from my house that still does it.
Okay, the buffet's pretty sweet, but like,
$10, I get all I can eat pizza and the dessert little like cinnamon sticks and a salad.
I feel like for the sake of it being a buffet, because it doesn't look like Cece's is on the list, because he would have talked about it by now, because it seems to
Yeah,
be
because it would have been
alphabetical.
Cece's is definitely over Pizza Hut just because it's a buffet always.
But Pizza Hut, I feel like it's not better than Domino's or Papa John's. Like, I feel pretty similarly
Dude,
about all chain pizza, which is why they're so close together, but I think it's the bottom of the three.
no. They got better deals than Domino's and Papa John's, so I go to Pizza Hut more than there because they got good
Nah,
deals.
it's not better than Domino's. Maybe I'll give you Papa John's.
I'll put it in between Papa John's and Domino's.
Even though I said Papa John's is better than
In
Domino's, but I think I'm just being tricked by that guy.
C tier, right?
Yeah.
Popeyes.
I just don't think they're worth the hype, man.
I'm disappointed in you, Riley.
The sandwich is like pretty good, I guess.
Do you want me to put it behind KFC and B tier?
That's fine. As long as KFC beats it, I'm willing to accept it.
Portillo's,
Never had it.
Poor Belly,
Never
or
had
Pot
it.
Belly, Qdoba.
Never had it.
I want to try Qdoba so bad. It's apparently Chipotle, but better.
Okay, I've heard about this Qdoba. I've heard the legends of Qdoba.
I'm gonna fucking, I don't even know how to say it. Cuisinos?
Quiznos,
Tasty.
I feel like maybe I have had Quiznos, but I could not recollect to you how it tastes. So I'm gonna say never had.
Roy Rogers.
No.
S. Barrow.
No.
It's a pizza place, I guess. Stolsky's
No.
Cafe.
I believe that's Schlotsky's. I have heard that
Schlotsky's.
pronounced before, but I've never had it.
Shake Shack.
Never had it.
I just want to also point out that I hate their fucking whoever is their PR person with the logo and shit. It's bullshit. Shake Shack and then having a burger is retarded. Throw yourself off a bridge. That's terrible advertising.
Yeah, you know, we call it Shake Shack. Yeah, have the shake.
It's Shake Shack with a burger logo. That's like me being like, we got the best cars, and then it's just a fucking pizza logo. What? No. Sheets.
Never had it.
Skyline Chili.
Never had it.
Sonic.
Sonic. Really?
Yes.
Sonic is good, but I don't know if it's S tier good.
Right now, they have a $1.99 menu. They also have, right now, a special going on where every Monday, for $1.99, you get a double cheeseburger. They got a $1.99 float. That is a banger. All right, everybody likes.
I do
ocean
love the.
water
I like the mixed drinks.
and
I like the fancy
all
fucking
of the
soda
drinks that
mixed
they've got.
drinks. Yeah, I'll give it to you because I do love those fucking drinks, and the food is.
You're
pretty
telling
good.
me Dairy Queen is better than Sonic is crazy.
I really think
I wanna
Dairy
put
Queen
it-
is better than Sonic, but
I'm gonna put it above McDonald's, but below Dairy Queen, even though I disagree with that. But I think it's a good compromise.
okay.
Steak and Shake, A tier.
I was gonna say S tier. I fucking love Steak and Shake.
Yeah, but it's expensive. When I look at
Yeah, but like
Checkers,
it's worth
Dairy
the
Queen,
money.
Sonic,
I go to Steak and
fair
Shake
enough.
because it's worth the money for me.
Where does it go between Checkers, Dairy Queen, Sonic, McDonald's, Chick-fil-A, Culver's, and Panda Express?
Was that bottom to top or top to bottom that you just described to me?
Top to bottom.
Um,
The top with Checkers, Dairy Queen, Sonic, McDonald's, Chick-fil-A, Culver's, Panda Express.
I feel like it's not as good as Chick-fil-A.
All right, I'll put it above Culver's, between Chick-fil-A and Culver's. Because it's
Yeah.
definitely better than Panda Express and Culver's, I feel like. Subway.
I think it genuinely deserves S tier. People be shitting on Subway, but I love Subway. I've never had a bad
But I
experience
look
in
at
Subway.
listen, I look at Dairy Queen, Sonic, McDonald's, Chick-fil-A, Steak and Shake. I don't think it's like up there. I think it's more on the caliber of Five Guys, Hardee's, Chipotle, Raising Cane's. It's definitely A tier.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's acceptable.
It's better than Chipotle. I've never had Five Guys, but I feel like it's worse than Five Guys and Hardee's.
We'll see if Five Guys is worth the hype when I get to try it in its true form, but what I had even was really good, so
Swenson's,
never had it.
the greatest restaurant of all time.
Is this just what it's called?
Sorry, I meant to say Taco Bell.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Taco Bell's. I don't know if it's the best, but I'm willing to give it S tier for sure. I fucking love Taco Bell.
It's definitely better than Dairy Queen.
I don't know if I'd go that far.
Listen, one word. They're $5 box.
You see, Taco Bell's expensive for me because I don't like it normal. Because like normal, they don't put enough shit in there. So what I have to
A
do is
five
I
dollar a $5 box
no
is
no no no
a
no
five
no no
layer
no, not the
burrito.
amount of like food items they put in there. The amount of filling that is inside of the food items
Oh, you like to
themselves
add extra
is
stuff?
inadequate. So whenever I order Taco Bell, I like double up everything. So Taco Bell is an expensive place for me, but I
What?
will get it occasionally because it's sometimes worth the money because it's good. Because if you just double up everything, they give you some fucking big honkin' size stuff. So like it's worth
Yeah,
the money
doubling is
in terms
definitely
of
better, but I'm talking
quantity.
about like the $5 box is fucking adequate. You get a 5 layer burrito, you get a drink, a cinnamon twist, and a taco. What fast food restaurant's beating that?
Yeah, I mean fair enough. Put it where you want. I'm not gonna fight against Taco Bell. I love Taco
I
Bell.
put it I put it under Checkers, and the only reason why I put it under Checkers is because Checkers is so incredibly cheap, and it's open as late that it's ridiculous. Like, so listen, the thing with Taco Bell, or the thing with the Checkers, is like I said, is it's insane. Me and my roommate can both get a sandwich and be full for $6. You can't beat that.
Can't beat it.
Um, I don't know. I got to get closer. I don't know how to say this. Taco Cabana,
Never been.
Torchy's Tacos,
Never been.
the greatest diner of all time, Waffle House,
Dude.
S tier. It's
Yeah,
got to be above
I
McDonald's.
don't know how it would be if you weren't stoned out of your fucking mind. But under that context, it was like literally stepping into the gates of heaven. Like
Is it
I
better than Dairy Queen?
yes, I'm willing to put Waffle House at the top. So wherever you want to fucking put it, like genuinely, I cannot
We could put
describe.
it. I'll put it at the very, very, very top. Even though I think Checkers is probably better, but Waffle House is open longer.
Genuinely,
So
I cannot describe to you, Brad, just how fucking great it was when
it's not that expensive either.
I was out with my friend Patrick. We were fucking annihilated. So much weed. Very, very high. It was very late at night. We had already gone out to eat earlier, but we were like, we're hungry again because we were high and we had the munchies.
I'm a
So
night
we
owl,
went to
Riley. I'm a
Waffle
night owl, Riley.
House at midnight, and it was like I was walking into the gates of heaven. I enjoyed some delicious loaded hash browns and some chocolate chip waffles, and it was beautiful.
For years, Riley, I lived at I before I had a car, right? I lived in this place, and about 8 blocks from my house was a Waffle House. So like I'd be up at like 3 o'clock in the morning and I'd be like, damn, nothing's open. I guess I'll walk to Waffle House. And I would just walk to this Waffle House. And I always get the same thing. I get a sausage. Well, no, I don't always get the same thing. I choose what biscuit I get because sometimes I really want bacon. I'll either get a sausage or bacon biscuit with an egg. I want my egg to be runny. All right. But I don't want cheese. If you put cheese on it, I'm going to send it back and you're going to remake it. Because I said no cheese. I want a sausage, egg, biscuit.
You don't
No
want
cheese.
cheese on your stuff?
I don't want cheese. All right.
What?
Hold on. Hear me out. I'm cooking with this. Hold on.
Okay.
And I want a side of gravy. And I want a chocolate milk. All right. That way I can dip my biscuit in the gravy.
Okay.
And the yolk is runny. So when I take a bite of it, all the yolk spills into the gravy, and then I like mix up it. I have like yolk in my gravy.
All of this sounds great, but it also sounds like it would be enhanced by cheese. There's never going to be a way, there's never going to be a scenario in which you're cooking by not having
The
cheese on your
cheese that they
breakfast.
have is like a slice of like American cheese that you would get from your refrigerator that's in like the little plastic wrapper
Yeah,
that
that's
you kind
good
of
on an
tuck in.
egg, though. That's like the only context in which it is good, like an egg or a grilled cheese.
But I don't think I don't know. I just it's also like cold on the sandwich when I get it. I don't know. It's just
Oh yeah, you don't want the
and
cold cheese on your egg. You want a hot, melty cheese on your egg.
it's Waffle House. They just slap it on there. I mean, fuck. I also want to talk about a funny story real quick. One time, me and my roommate, we were talking about, we went to a Waffle House and he ordered a
Sure.
steak.
Hmm.
Okay, and he took a bite of the steak and was like, "This is inedible. I can't eat it." It was like you know how like that joke where like you have like a pepper shaker and they unscrew the top that way you go to put it on there the fucking lid falls off and all the salt and shit goes in there. That's what it
Yeah.
tastes like. It tastes like the fucking lid came off the shaker when they seasoned it and it just went all over the steak. Okay. I was like, your steak can't be that bad. You just want to trade? Because I was like, we'll just trade meals and we don't have to remake it or have the people remake it, right? And
Yeah.
he's like, "You're not gonna eat this." So I take a bite of the steak, and I'm like, "Dude, this steak is fine." And he goes, "Try it from this side." So I tried because I had one side, he had the other side, right? Because we're across from
Sure.
each other. He was like, "Try this side." So I tried his side, right? And it was just inedible. You couldn't eat it. Like it was like somebody spilled salt and pepper all over the steak. It was terrible. Okay. So look, how many bites did we take? Were you counting?
No.
So it was his initial bite, my bite, and then another one of my bites. It was 3 bites. Okay? I'm
Sure.
gonna hold it up to the camera so the chat understands. Look, 3. Okay? She comes and this is like the Waffle House experience, by the way, right? The cook back there gets all mad.
What time was it?
I'm not gonna remake it if they're gonna eat half the steak. I said, man, we didn't eat half the steak. You just didn't cook it. Cooked it like shit. Remake my steak. She was mad. She was like, I'll remake it, but you ate half of it. And she had like the hand on the hip and the attitude, you know? You know, Waffle House is known for their attitude. Have you ever like had a Waffle House attitude yet?
No, because I've only been there, I think once, maybe twice, and either it was heaven all the way around.
I want you to picture this, right? I want you to picture you live in a city, 4 o'clock in the morning. All right. Everyone just got out of the bar. So where do they go? They go to Waffle House. It's the only thing that's open. All right. So you deal with drunk people for like hours. All right. That will make you want to like choke someone. All right.
Not Kentucky and the Ponderosa. Not only are you guys also for defending big booty Latinas from ICE, are you guys also behind big booty Latinas? I don't know what that means, but yes, I'm behind the
Well,
big booty
I
Latinas.
I think we should take big booty Latinas and put them back in their country of origin.
No, no, no,
So
no. We have to keep them for ourselves, Brad.
we're America.
We need all the big booty Latinas for us to have.
But anyway, I've had so many good memories with Waffle House. I may go there tonight. Honestly,
Dude,
when I get off the phone with you, I probably would go.
man, if I had money, I would get food.
Wawa.
Bro, let me tell you something about Wawa.
Never had it.
Good ass shit.
What even is it?
Oh, big booty Latinos. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm not interested in their big booties, but I am behind them.
Where is
I
this
don't want
chat
I don't
coming
want
from?
ICE to get them. I don't know what's wrong with your chat, Brad, but I'm getting them just fine, and they're displaying on the chat box on stream. I missed the O. I thought you were saying also big booty Latinos, but yeah, I'm behind the big booty Latinos personally.
I got hoaxing Haxorus, but I didn't get
You didn't get
him.
Kentucky on
I'm
the
not getting
Ponderosa?
Kentucky. I'm not.
Shit. I don't know
He
why.
must be black. He must not exist.
Wow. Wow. You can't say that. You can't say that on television.
God, that's gonna be my running joke. I'm a racist. I'm a Nazi. Black people don't exist.
Real. So real.
God, it's
Listen, sometimes racists are funny. I listen to Anthony Cumia all the time. Very racist guy. Fun
I
radio
guess
show.
maybe the joke should be since it's always leftists that are screaming at me. Maybe I should just say gay people don't exist. So maybe he's gay. Maybe that's
Oh.
why you said
Oh.
what?
Oh, you can't say that about the gays, Brad.
But I'm a Nazi.
True, true.
Some guy on Discord said so.
Alright, Wawa's not S tier, but it is A tier. It's pretty damn good.
Is it better than Five Guys and Hardee's and Subway?
It's better than. No, it's below all those things.
Chipotle? Higher or lower?
Higher. It's higher than Chipotle.
All right, so this is the undisputed S tier right here, but I think we're going to disagree on where in S tier. It's Wendy's.
I do think this is S tier.
I think it's worse than Taco Bell.
I didn't say I was only for defending the big Billy Latinas. I also will defend the Latinas. I said that Brad wants to get rid of them all, but we're both equal opportunity, just in the opposite way.
The United States takes on more legal immigration than any other.
He is part of Kumia country. Brad has never heard of Kumia, and I don't listen to
What is
Kumia
that?
often. He's an internet radio guy. He used to be a real radio guy. And he had a famous radio show, and now he does a not as famous internet radio show, and he's very racist. Is a notable a notable trait of him. But
He
he's
sounds very bad and very mean.
funny, so I listen to his show sometimes.
I had this black guy laughing at Arby's the other day so hard because me and so it was two old guys that work with me, and they were talking about like the old times and how much better society is and how racist it used to be, and like they were talking about like racist experiences they used to have.
Yeah.
And every time I walk, because they were sitting there like talking on front counter, and I was just walking by them doing my job, and I kept they'd say something like, "Yeah, man, one time this racist thing happened to me," and I would walk by and go, "Boo, racism," and, and we were laughing so hard. And then like I'd walk by another time, and they'd be like, "Yeah, man, this racist thing happened to me," and I'd go, "Boo, boo, racism."
We have to end racism. He's part of a show
There
called
was
the
another
O&A
one
show
that
on Sirius
it
XM.
wasn't.
Yes, he was on the Opie and Anthony show on Sirius
It
XM. That's what
was
he's known
it was
for.
mostly racism, but they were talking about all sorts of stuff. They were talking like police brutality, and I was like, "Ooh, boo, no, boo, police."
You both look like Latinos.
Boo.
And I mean, I'm white as the driven snow, and I believe Brad is
See,
as well.
now it's showing up. I could see his comments now.
There you go.
He was a anyway. Wendy's, is it better than Taco Bell?
I'm gonna venture to say no.
Is it better than Dairy Queen?
No.
It's better than Sonic.
Yeah.
Uh,
Alright.
Torchy's Tacos.
Never had it. I don't know why I had to think about it. I've never had it once.
Whataburger.
Never had it.
I have. It is expensive and not that good. The last three times I've gone, they messed up my order.
A white baby with angel wings is an angel. What do you call a
D
black
tier.
baby with wings? I mean, assumedly also an
An
angel.
angel.
I don't know what else you would call it. Sorry, what are we talking about now?
White Castle.
Never had it. I've only had the frozen burgers and they were dog shit. I've never had the restaurant version.
It's it's D tier. Uh, Wiener Schnitzel.
I've never had it, but it sounds wonderful.
I want to go to a Wiener Schnitzel. Apparently, they are out of Texas, and they make like their whole fast food model is like chili dogs.
Yeah, it's Sonic's favorite restaurant. How has Sonic never done a collaboration with Sonic, the restaurant that serves chili dogs and is called Sonic?
I have no idea. That's a missed opportunity. Wings Oven.
Never had it. The wings are pretty good.
Wingstop.
Never, also never had it.
So Wingstop is to me worse than Buffalo Wild Wings. Have you ever been to Buffalo Wild Wings?
I've not.
Wow. But it's expensive.
I haven't really been to any of the wing
Me too.
chains, honestly. I get wings from like pizzerias and like other places and stuff.
Do you like spicy food?
Yeah,
Yeah, then you should go to one. I love mango habanero wings. They're like my favorite thing.
I know there's like a hot, really spicy hot sauce that's like blueberry that they have
Dude,
there,
that sounds
and
so
that
good.
sounds
I've never had
interesting.
that. Zaxby's
I've never had it, but I've heard good things.
D tier. It's got to be D tier. Actually C tier. Let me move these to here.
Pizza Hut wings are good. Is that true?
Yeah, they're all right.
I don't know
All
if
right,
I've
that's
had
it.
them really. That's
I'm gonna
it?
share the screen. I'm gonna share the
No,
screen, and
no, no, yeah,
then you can.
send me the image and I'll download
I
it
can
and put it on screen.
copy. I'm gonna send you the link to the place because I don't know how to save this as an image on my computer.
Put it in stream stuff and then I can there should just be a download button to save it on your computer somewhere on the page.
There you go. I sent you the link.
No, the link's not gonna work. You gotta find the download button. It's there, I promise.
Well, the link worked for me when I clicked it.
Yeah, but
It
I
pulled up the second
can't.
one.
My shit won't work. It has to open a whole new app, which is a whole thing.
Alignment chart, live voting poll.
Have you guys been to rallies? Yeah, I have not. Brad was singing its praises earlier. It's in S tier right now. We're gonna go over the
Yeah,
tier list.
I put it below Waffle House in the. It's definitely top tier. Here's the. We're fixing to try to get the tier list on the stream so you can see it.
Did
If
you get
Riley would
it?
invest like 20 minutes, yeah. If Riley would invest like 20 minutes in fixing his computer, he could like theoretically stream himself doing more than just talking into a camera.
Brad, I don't appreciate the sass that you're bringing upon this household right now. Did you get the image or what?
Yeah, it's in stream stuff. Have you
Okay.
tried opening your eyes?
I didn't
Tell you
want
what,
to. Our
take
cameras
your
will
right
go away.
hand.
Our cameras will go away when we go there, so I wanted to make sure it was there before I went.
All right, well, take your hand, put it on your mouse. You're gonna see this like
Brad,
what's it called?
don't condescend to me, you fucking rat bastard. Okay, I'm doing it.
Rallies is definitely top tier. There's nothing better than at 4 o'clock in the morning going and getting 2 double chicken sandwiches for $6.
All right, how is this gonna look? Okay, perfect. We just gotta we're gonna lose the Deathstream logo for a second. No, that's not what I wanted to hide. There we go. All right. So, folks, you can see here. It's kind of hard to see, but the logos are pretty identifiable, I would say. We got an S tier, Waffle House, Checkers, Taco Bell, Dairy Queen, Wendy's, Sonic, McDonald's, Chick-fil-A, Steak and Shake, Culver's, and Panda Express. A tier, we got Five Guys, Carl's Jr., Subway, Wawa, Chipotle, and Raising Cane's. B tier, we got Little Caesars, Arby's, Jimmy John's, KFC, Popeyes, and Denny's. C tier, we got the Domino's, we got the Pizza Hut, we got the Papa John's, Zaxby's, Wingstop, I think, Jack in the
Yeah,
Box,
it's Wingstop.
Long John Silver's, and Firehouse Subs. D tier, we got Whataburger, IHOP, Panera Bread, Jersey Mike's, and White Castle. And F tier, we got A&W and Burger King. And that's the way it goes. And those are the correct opinions.
I'm gonna send this to my roommate and see what he says. Hold on. I have to see. So on text messages, his name is Lost Kanto because me and him played Pokemon Revolution online and we battled all the way through. And I beat his ass. I fucking kicked his ass in Kanto.
God, that would be fun.
We should totally do that. I would totally do that again. Do Pokemon Revolution online. Hold on, I just sent him the tier list with nothing. Let's see what he says. He says Arby's and B is cap. I'm gonna say shut up and make my roast beef because he's at work right now.
Oh, true. Oh, he's working at Arby's right now.
Yeah.
All right, Brad, we got anything else today? Or you think we're ready to call it a wrap?
I just really want you to fix your computer and make an ad.
Okay. Is extremely.
We also both need to continue the segment of finding a wasteful spending story. Let's find a wasteful spending story before we stop.
Okay, go ahead.
Hold on, let me find one.
What's the government spending their cake on?
Wasteful government spending list. Do you want to look up a news story? You want to look at this news story? The title is Diversity Initiatives in Birdwatching.
Okay, tell me about this.
All right, let me look at this up. This is the FEE.org, the Foundation for Economic Education. The title is called 5 Absurd Examples of Government Waste in 2024. Right here. The number 3 was Promoting DEI Among Birdwatchers. The National Science Foundation, National Science Foundation, which is a government-ran thing, right? Recently spent $300,000 on DEI birdwatching groups. Quote, in yet another shining example of wasteful government spending, the National Science Foundation decided that the world of birdwatching needs a dose of diversity, equity, and inclusion, Paul writes. To that end, they've approved a grant of $288,563 to create affinity groups within non-ornithological societies, basically birdwatching clubs, based on identity characteristics. The goal, they said, is to ensure that birdwatching communities are more inclusive.
That shit is so literally. I've come out in pro DEI in certain cases, but things like that. I'm pro DEI. I'm pro DEI when it comes to things that are directly driven by culture, creative things. That has always been DEI, if used correctly in creative fields, is a valuable thing because different people under different cultures have different creative visions, and kind of having an initiative as a company to try to platform as many of those diverse visions as possible is not a bad thing. But when you're just bird watching, I don't think it really matters what color your skin is.
Riley, you've got to have a black guy while watching birds.
You gotta have the bird watching black guy, or are you even bird watching at that point without the bird watching black guy?
Have you not seen a 1950s sitcom? You gotta have a black guy.
Of course. You gotta have the black neighbor who's like, "Hey there,
You gotta,
guys, it's me."
you gotta have Cleveland Brown somewhere.
No, 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 no.
Uh, what's it called? I've always said like DEI and like teachers, journalists. Jesus
Journalism's.
Christ! In the journalisms of America. And, yeah. Yeah, but having DEI and like that teachers is a good one, right? What's not a good use of DEI is like pilots, the military. Who cares? You should find the best, and that's it.
Yeah, it's just like a fucking like clerical, like behind the curtain job. Like, who cares?
We've got 4 viewers, which is more than we've had all day. So I feel like we should keep going a little bit.
I only see two, so
So's on mine. It's just 4.
yeah, I think one of them is
Uh,
you.
same article. It says the 2024 festive report highlights $365,000 that has been spent by the National Endowment for the Arts to promote circuses and city parks.
Okay, I mean that's not terrible. City parks.
Yeah.
Can you look into Saudi Arabian Sesame Street? That's something I've heard about
Yeah.
that's in this. I want to know more about Saudi Arabia. So, is it
All right.
that's a question I haven't heard anybody answer. Like, did it happen?
A news story about it's Sesame Street in Iraq, by the way.
Oh, I thought it was Saudi Arabia.
Wow, you're racist.
Yeah, shit. I want to know about Iraqi Sesame Street and how it panned out. DI is bad. Is a way to prop up woke idea. Woke stuff is bad. I feel like woke stuff is good, but like it shouldn't eclipse the not woke stuff.
Look, it's like I said,
Like,
right?
who deleted
who-
Kentucky? Maybe he deleted his own chat. I didn't delete the chat. To be clear, if you didn't delete your own chat, I don't know who did. But
DEI is not bad, right? We use DEI. See, we've used DEI in like the civil rights era to like promote white teachers in black schools and black kids in white schools, right? It's not a bad thing. It makes perfect sense, right? You had a system where one group was specifically harmed against, and you used DEI to try to like level the playing field. Makes sense, right? But DEI, as far as like, man, we really need some black guys up in here, like.
we don't
It's
need it
stupid.
anymore. We've outgrown the need of that. Like, I understand how it's applied, and like people are freaking out about like things in the Civil Rights Act getting repealed or whatever. But like, I don't think we need it anymore because we all understand. Like, racism still exists. I'm not saying there's no systemic racism. There's none of that. I'm not gonna say that. But like, we're not gonna never hire a black guy. Like, we just all understand you can't do that inherently. There doesn't have to be a legal, like, government enforced movement to make sure black guys get hired anymore. Because we all understand that black guys are the same as white guys, and some of them are gonna get hired.
I disagree. I think they don't exist.
Okay, understandable.
What do you say at 4 o'clock in the morning when you wake up and you see your TV floating away?
Oh, well. That just happened.
Jamal, drop it now.
Ah, ha, 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 ha.
Anyway, shitty racist jokes aside, the Biden administration has authorized $20 million in taxpayer dollars to create a Sesame Street show in Iraq in an effort to quote unquote promote inclusion. From newsbeyonddetroit.net. The U.S. Agency for International Development, or USAID, under the Biden administration, has partnered with Sesame Street Workshop to produce Alehem, SISM Iraq, a program designed to promote inclusion, mutual respect, and understanding across ethnic, religion, and sectarian groups, the agency said. The partnership's
Google that
quote
show
unquote.
name. See if that exists. If it's been made.
It has a Wikipedia page, so I assume so.
I want to read about like what's going on in Iraq Sesame Street. Like I did like an episode premise.
Oh, here's Sesame Street Workshop.org. They have a website here. Here's their website. I'm gonna give it to you in Discord.
Okay, I'll
But I'm
look
gonna
at
read
it.
from it.
I'll look at it on my phone, and I will also read from it. It's just on the Sesame Workshop website. They have like a page about it that you can access.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
It says Alaham System is a transformable program from Sesame Street Workshop and the International Rescue Community that integrates direct services for families. I don't care about your newsletter. Get off my screen. Affected by conflict and crisis with engaging educational media. Alaham Sesam is reaching children wherever they are, from a classroom to health clinics and learning centers to TVs and mobile devices. Millions have been reached through Alaham Sesam. More than 3 million children and caregivers in Iraq, Jordan, Lebanon, and Syria through direct services for families, and 27 million more through the award-winning locally produced Arab language version of Sesame Street, airing across the Middle East and North Africa. Holy shit.
Oh yeah, so this
Made
started
possible
in
by a
2020.
landmark.
Go ahead.
Made possible by a landmark $100 million grant from the MacArthur Foundation and additional support from the Lego Foundation. Alaham Sesam is transforming the way children are served in conflict and crisis.
Okay, yeah, it seems like information is kind of limited. I just wanted to know like what's going on in Alan Simpson? Who are the Iraqi Muppets?
It's just
What are their
literally,
stories?
it looks like it's the same characters. It's the same characters. It's just in, what was the language they said?
Well, it seems like maybe some of the same
Arabic?
characters are featured, but there's also new characters. There's this fucking like yellow dude. There's a
I don't
green
know.
chick.
I'm gonna be honest. Sesame Street
It
is not
looks
my
like
area of expertise.
there's a crippled green Muppet. Okay, so it seems like okay. I believe this is a picture of the main cast, and it's some crippled green Muppet, some yellow Muppet, some purple Muppet who's a chick, and then Cookie Monster and Grover and Elmo, and also a sheep.
So instead of giving people money because their house burnt down, they
We were
spent
funding
12.
Alan Simpson for millions of dollars.
Well, this was specifically Las Vegas, right? They spent $12 million for 30 pickleball courts.
Oh hell yeah, we gotta have pickleball. That's more important than
Yeah.
housing, I would say.
My favorite still has to be the trash can one, where they spent $500,000 to think about trash cans, not to like make
To think
them or
about
buy
trash
them.
cans.
They just thought about trash cans.
Yeah, some guys sat around and thought about trash cans for a while, and like we had to pay the guys. You get it. You understand.
They sat around and they thought about it. They made a couple of prototypes. They were $3,000 a piece for trash cans.
All
For
right,
that
Brian.
price, for
Go
that
ahead.
price, like I said, you just got to go to Walmart and buy your own trash can.
Yeah, you know, you'll do a little better, I think.
I'd rather pay crippled kids $20 an hour at that point because it'd be cheaper.
That's the kind of thing where like you could tell me they spent that much on trash cans, and it was like actually this money was to traffic kids, and I'd be like, oh, okay, got it.
That's
Let
what Donald Trump keeps saying. Donald Trump says that he's going to, I'll believe it when I see it. I don't know if they're going to do it or not, but I'll believe it when I see it, right? If they end up doing it, like this is the kind of things that would make Donald Trump like legendary, right? Where if he goes and he prosecutes a politician that makes $20,000 a year, but instead has a $75 billion net worth, right? He's like, you know what? I think you might have done some fraud. And if it ends up being true and they end up like getting these people arrested, great. That's perfect. It's exactly what our government should be doing.
It's like I don't remember if this was ever like proven real or not, or if this was some sort of hoax or like what the situation is. I don't want to spread misinformation, but like I just remember hearing about this where it was like it was sex trafficking, and the bit was you would go onto like this furniture purchasing website, and it would be like, here's a like little Timmy cabinet, and it's like thousands of dollars for no apparent reason. And the idea is you're actually going on there and you're buying like a trafficked child, but they're just like pretending it's a cabinet.
That's terrible.
Yeah, so it's like that is what I'm saying.
I
They're buying trash cans, and it's like, oh, it's the little Timmy trash can. DI is bad because it serves as a way to assert control by dividing us on matters of race, religion, gender, vaccine status, religion, or anything that could be used to decide us. I mean, you're not wrong. I feel like it's a tough nut to crack because like separationism and race in general, I think, is a problem. And it's a problem that is unfortunately like seemingly impossible to solve. That's the trick. So it's like it's
the
hard to
thing
you have to try to strike a balance, and like again in like creative fields where diverse cultures should be represented, these initiatives can if applied correctly help 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 create that kind of diversity, but they're not used correctly. They're
DEI
used
is not like a religion. That's not
in a
true.
bad
It's
way.
like I said. I think anyone with half a brain would sit there and say, "Whoa, you want to do DEI on air traffic controllers? That's dumb." All right, completely stupid, right? When it comes to
I mean, that
skill
is
based
dumb.
things, you should have the very best and the very brightest, right? But when you're talking about like schools and teaching children, it's great to have a subgroup of people there that represents certain cultures. That way, not only it just helps enrich people's lives and help like give people the skills necessary to be around different groups of people, right? I think if you have a large school and you only have one group of people running the school, that's kind of a bad thing, right? Whereas if you have a large group of people that are running the school, it'll inherently be better because that's what America's about. It's always been about diversity, right? Or journalism's a good thing, right? If I was running my own journalist company, I may go, you know what? I have a lot of people that are working on these issues, but these communities don't have any news sources. So I'm going to hire specifically people from these communities so that I can cover stories that affect this group of people. That makes perfect sense. Logical. It makes like it's understandable how you could use DEI in that particular way. All right? But to sit there and say, well, you know what? We don't have enough black guys. That's dumb. Or the Democrats, I don't know if you know this, Riley, but the Democrats, a lot of times they have councils, uh, and they will make so many of their council members be certain types of groups. That makes sense, right? So basically, when they elect their people, so many people have to be of so many race. That way, there's representation at the table of all groups. Does that make sense?
God damn it. Yeah, that makes sense.
Um, Too much DEI is bad, but some is good, and in certain areas, it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, no, for me it's just like literally just creative, because I think that diverse cultures come up with diverse stories that deserve to be represented. But like if it's skill based, then it should be entirely skill based. Not by the color of your skin, but by the content of your can you do the fucking job. The concept of DEI is not bad. I think that's what we're getting at. Yeah, but the way it's acted upon is flawed, which I think is your point, Kentucky.
I think the concept that the left is pushing out about DEI is bad because they're pushing it out as, you know, these people are underrepresented, so we're only going to hire people from this particular group, regardless of skill or anything else.
As the older generations die and the new ones come, the new generations are naturally more inclusive. Yes, I was trying to make that point earlier. Yes, I agree with that 100%.
Yeah, but look at black people specifically, right? So the way our school system is that property taxes is what funds our school system. All right. So what has happened is over the years, white people have been wealthy and have always been wealthy, so their kids have naturally gotten better education. Whereas in poorer communities where the majority of black people have lived for a long time, have gotten poor education, and it's been harder for them to get out of poverty as a result of it.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
I see what you're saying, yeah.
That's where people talk about like systemic racism, right? Everybody always sits there and talks about like, give me an example of systemic racism. Give me an example. How is America racist? That is an example of systemic racism, where you have black kids who are going to traditionally underfunded schools, and they don't have as many educational opportunities as the richer white kids through the last 100 years. All right, that's why I believe in DEI and like scholarships, Riley. So, like for an example, it's okay to exclude so many scholarships and have a subset of scholarships in education specifically for Black people because they need it. Does that make sense, Riley?
Yeah, that makes sense for sure.
Um, so, affirmative action. Have
Hmm.
you heard anything about that?
I'm familiar with the concept.
Basically, um, in America, at one point or another, if me and you went and applied for a college and a black guy applied for a college, his tuition would be significantly cheaper than my tuition. Not all colleges, just a lot of colleges. All right.
Oh, I didn't know about the tuition being discounted. I figured it was like, they were picked with more frequency when it came to acceptance rates. But I didn't know that tuition was discounted.
That too, that's part of it. I think both of those are equally bad, but I
Mm-hmm.
do think that like having scholarships and opportunities specifically for black people is good. And I think that that could be good for any like culture or whatever, right? I feel like in America, right? If you notice in 200 years, the roles are reversed, and you've got all these white kids that are in underdeveloped areas, and all the black people hold all the money, right? You would help people of underprivileged areas. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Yeah.
Good, smart people that are just as smart and just as brilliant, but they don't have as much money, right?
It's who you know. Elaborate. Connections. Well, yeah. Connections are probably the number one most important thing in the professional world, it seems. Like I've always heard from, like older people who I respect and think have good leases on life that, like, yeah, networking is like one of the most important things ever.
So
In the creative entertainment field, you need to know someone to get in. That seems to be what it is. Makes me jealous of all these people who know people. It's like, what the fuck? What do you mean you just like know
the reason the
this
re
guy
Riley,
and now you're
the reason why
famous?
you're not the reason why you're not famous is because you're not attractive. Attractive people are famous more easily.
That's true. I just had to lose like fucking 300 pounds.
You need to shave. That's what you need to do.
I
Your beard
know.
is ugly.
Listen, I understand these bad things about me. You don't have to say them. You're my friend. You're not supposed to make me feel bad. You're supposed to
No,
be nice to
I have
me.
had this. No, I have had this belief, and I've lost many friends for this belief. Right, my friend, as your friend, it is not my job to like butter you up and lie to you. My job is to be brutally honest and tell you the truth.
Maybe that's a good value. But at the same time, I understand these things about myself, Brad. You don't have to remind
I
me of
told
them.
I told my roommate at one point, we had an argument because he said something, and I was like, "This opinion of yours is stupid," and he was like, "You shouldn't call me stupid. You're my friend." Blah 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 blah. Blah. And I said, "No. If I come home one day and I'm like, yo, roommate, I found that crack cocaine is fucking gnarly. You, as my friend, should look at me and go, you know what? That is stupid. Don't do that."
Don't
Right? He
do
was
crack.
doing something that I believe, I don't remember what it was, but he was doing something that I believe was stupid. And he was like, well, this is what I believe in. This is what I think I should do. Okay, you could do it. I'll help you do it. But I think it's stupid. I'm going to tell you that because it's, I'm your friend. I think you're making the wrong decision.
Well, that's quite gracious of you to still be willing to assist
Well,
due
yeah,
to pure friendship.
I'll help you. I'll help you do whatever you want to do as your friend. But that doesn't mean that I have to like it. And it doesn't mean that I have to agree with it. Unless it's like, I'm going to kill myself. I'm not going to help you load the gun. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like, I'm not gonna assist in you dying or anything like that. But like, if you're gonna just make a mistake, that's fine. Everybody makes mistakes. You could be right. I could be wrong. I'm not always right. Who am I to get in the way of your path?
that's true. That's fair. It's a good way of thinking, I think.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at thinking. Demi Gloom. Wow, if I could
Demi
speak. Demi
Groom.
Gloom. Demi Gloom is not very good at thinking. That's why she won't debate me.
Listen, Demi Gloom is great at thinking. Okay, this can't be a Demi Gloom hate program because I do a show just like this but with Demi Gloom on Saturdays, and now we're
She
back and we're gonna be
needs
doing it again.
she needs to debate me. I asked her. Listen, I asked her for a month out. All right, these were the topics that I listen. These are the topics that I suggested. All right, I said some topics I would like to debate you on, if you aren't scared. Uh, to have a podcast debate with an informed intellectual. Uh, is free speech is needed for a free society, and misinformation, dangerous ideologies, ideologies, hateful rhetoric, and misinformation needs to be protected for the greater good of society and is a pillar of free and morally good societies. That was my first statement I wanted to debate her on. The second one was people can change their gender, and that should be a protected right. However, there's a difference between gender and sex. Trans people exist, but to pretend there's a difference between the sexes is nonsense. Doge is a great program, and then I put in parentheses, I can't defend Elon, and I refuse to. Fucking don't bring that up. Just because I don't like Elon doesn't mean that I don't like Doge. The two can be the same, right?
God damn it, it's fucking you. But I understand the idea of like, I mean, Elon is running it, so it's kind of hard to be like, I hate Elon, but I love Doge. Like,
It's not
okay, but
hard.
Elon kind of is Doge, though.
No, no, they're not. He wants to curb wasteful spending. That's the whole idea of Doge. All right, Riley. If I sat there and I murdered 20,000 people, but I ran an orphanage that helped kids, all right, I can still go, you know what? I don't like the guy who's murdering people, but I do like the orphanage, and I think the orphanage is doing a great job. Both can be right. All right? To sit there and go, well, you know what? He's a murderer, so helping them kids is dumb. Fuck them kids,
Well,
bro.
I mean, the argument would be
That's
like
what
he's
the
a
left is like
murderer,
right
so
now.
we can't let him help kids because he could maybe kill the kids, so we got to get the kids
Listen, I'm
away
not
from
saying
him.
that. I'm not saying that in general. I'm just saying I like what Doge is doing, but the left is like, no, Doge is evil. No, fucking Doge is bad. Well, you know what? I can sit there and say, you know what? I think Doge is doing a good job and not like the guy running it. Both can be true. All right, I cannot agree that. You could also make the argument that you think Elon shouldn't have the job, and that's fine. That's not what I'm arguing. I don't care about that argument. I don't care what your opinion of Elon is. People need to stop attacking Doge and let Doge do what it's doing, 'cause it's doing something great.
You know, if we can fucking shave off some government spending, that is a good thing for sure.
Riley, did you? The Dems brought a blind guy who was apparently, so the government already has some. This is one of the arguments I keep hearing from the left, is that they already have agencies to look for and find wasteful spending. Okay, one of the leads to one of the leads, or like the heads of one of these organizations that are supposed to find wasteful spending in the government and get rid of it, is a blind guy.
Well, how's he gonna see the wasteful spending? What's he gonna?
Yeah, the Dems brought him up here and was like, he's got his like glasses on, and he can't see, and he's like, I do not see wasteful spending in the government. This was on the news. You can't make this shit up. It's hilarious.
Yeah, no,
it's ridiculous.
That's pretty funny. Kentucky says, I lived in West Hollywood and lots of men were aspiring actors that had no choice but to look, act, and do gay things. It's something to think about, guys. If you guys should consider this. Yeah, that is Brad's plan, is to try to marketing campaign getting knee-high socks and becoming a femboy.
For you, Riley. I'm doing it for you.
We're gonna jump the shark and become we're gonna turn Brad into we're gonna turn this into the trans fat experience, so that we won't need Demi Gloom anymore.
Dude, that's a genius idea. She'll have to debate me for her spot.
That's true. You'll become trans, and you'll be up for her job on the trans fat experience.
That's a big brain play.
You'll have to fight.
Tell her that. Tell her that I am now trans, and that she's gonna have to debate me for her spot.
Yeah, I'd be like, listen, I'm gonna replace you with Brad. If you don't.
The last topic I gave to her to debate was that voting for Trump doesn't make you a racist Nazi, and this rhetoric is the reason the left side of politics is failing so hard. The majority of Americans who went out and voted aren't buying this false, stupid narrative.
I mean, I think the problem with politics goes both ways, where like it's awful that the left is doing this bit where it's like, you vote for Trump, you're a racist Nazi, and it's also awful that the right is doing this bit where it's like, fuck you liberals, cry about it. It's just this like pro wrestling sort of thing where like it's fun. It's funny and it's enjoyable to have that discourse, but like
it's
the fact that it's gotten so real, that is the election now.
The reason why the right is like that is it's like with this Doge thing, right? What's it called? Donald Trump ran on the idea that like, oh, we're gonna cut wasteful spending, so we started cutting stuff. Now you may not agree with all the cuts, but he's doing what he said he was gonna do, right? And the lefts are over here like, I can't believe he's cutting the budget. This is terrible. Like they put on Times Magazine Elon Musk behind the White House desk, calling him the next president.
Yeah, I feel like that's. I mean, we'll see how it goes with time if I start to buy that bit. But for now, I don't think Elon's running the country.
I forgot. We got distracted. I'm not like, we were talking about JD Vance's speech, right? And I told you, like, his whole speech was Europe, it's illegal to like insult people, and like the biggest danger with Europe right now is speech. Okay? He never said Nazi, not one time in the entire speech. But there was a news article, and the headline was JD Vance goes to Germany and JD Vance goes to Germany and defends Nazis' rights to speak.
Interesting.
So yeah, Did he technically defend their right to speech? Yes. Did he
Yeah, I
specifically go
defend
on?
Nazis' right to speech. That doesn't mean I agree with their speech. I defend
No,
it.
but the thing is, he didn't go to Germany and was like, "You guys need to let Nazis go in the street and march," right? But the thing is like he said that you should be able to say stuff without offending people, right? It's a big misleading stretch if I make that statement and you go, "Oh, so you support Nazis?" It's a big fucking stretch. It's ridiculous.
Okay, Kentucky says, is the guy with the short hair gay? I'm asking because he has tufted headboard, a matted print of Hollywood, a lisp, and critiques the long hair guy on his hygiene. And a humidifier. Probably uses it so his skin stays hydrated and supple. Short hair guy is not a bad looking guy. Are you asking if he's gay because you're on the prowl there, Kentucky? Is that what's going
Uh,
on?
so I am not gay. The Hollywood picture is let's see here. I'm gonna see if I can take this off the wall without damaging. I'll get the picture. Hold on.
Brad sucks. Brad's bad. Brad's retarded. Brad's stupid. Brad's gay. Brad's fat. I hate Brad. I don't like him. I don't like his face. I don't like the way he looks at me. I don't like the way he. Oh, there he is. He's back. I wasn't saying anything.
Anyway, I could just go back and watch the video.
I know. I was just like saying stupid shit.
Uh, no, I'm not gay, but this is my Hollywood picture or whatever. Can you see it very good? I
Yeah.
got this. I got this on a cruise ship. It's like one of 20. It's got the authenticity and everything on there. I paid $50 for it.
Nice.
Um, but I got a couple of paintings. Hold on.
Oh, we got more art. Welcome to Art Corner, everybody. What you doing over there? Man, we've been at this for 157 Gregorian minutes. I think that's math. Yeah, that's math. All right, what we got? Art corner.
Yeah, I'm proud of my art. So I've got this one. This one was given to me. I believe she was 12.
Okay, I'm gonna need elaboration. I don't know if I would start the story
Uh,
that way.
so I was working. Hold on, I'm trying to look and see my camera. Hold on. Yeah, okay. So I was working at Arby's, and I got a tip, and it was an exceptionally large tip, and I gave it to my coworker. I split it with her, right? Because she was working the drive-through, and I came over there to help her, and I only dealt with one customer and got this large tip, so I felt bad. I didn't want to like take her money, so I split it with her, right? Well, apparently it was her daughter's birthday, and I didn't know it. And when she went and was able to get her daughter a birthday gift that day after work. And so when she gave her daughter her birthday gift, she was like, "Yeah, my buddy at work, he got a tip and he shared it with me, and that's why I was able to get you this gift." All right. And so she made me this painting.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite paintings. I love this. I live in Arkansas. All right.
I noticed short hair guy has a
Uh,
limp wrist. Do you have a limp
I don't have a
wrist,
limp
Brad?
wrist. Whatever. And then I got this one.
Ooh,
So this is signed by both English voice actors of these characters.
the Naruto and Shikamaru.
Yep.
Nice.
You've got up
Matt
here
Mally
where he wrote "What
Flanagan
a
and
Drag."
whoever voices Shikamaru.
Yeah, he wrote up here on the corner, "What a drag," and then the voice actor of Naruto wrote, "What's it called? Believe it."
There you go. There's nothing
And you,
wrong with
I've
being
got.
gay. True.
Hold on.
Like Brad, who
But
is
he.
gay, which I think is what Kentucky's trying to say.
No, the reason why I got the humidifier is sometimes I wake up and my throat is
Sometimes I wake
really,
up and my
really
skin
dry.
is not supple enough for all of my gay boyfriends, so I have to run the
Listen,
humidifier.
Kentucky. Tell you what, Kentucky. Right? We're gonna do an ad campaign later. All right, and we're gonna have probably a petition to put me in some femboy clothes.
Yeah,
So if you want me in
subscribe
femboy clothes and you want to
now
look at you
if
want to
you
look at this eye
wanna.
candy, all right, all right, you're gonna have to sign the petition. You're gonna have to show up to the live stream because I'm only gonna do it in one live stream.
I would actually totally love to do like a bit where I fully feminize. Like it would be so expensive, which is why I've never done it. Like it would be so funny to just do like it would probably be Detour Ahead because that's like a video podcast comedy thing. To just like show up for like one of my shows, just like fully fucking all like in a dress, fucking makeup and shit. I think it would be really funny, but it would also be like $8 bajillion because I'm really fat. So all the clothes would have to be custom made.
Because I want to have everything prepared for this ad campaign. I've looked at how much it would cost for me to get some of this stuff, and it's really not that expensive. I think I can get a decent outfit for like $50, whole outfit.
Yeah, you're a more manageable size to get women's stuff for though.
Yeah, I was looking at it was a skirt, the thigh high socks, and a top. That's all I need. Fair enough.
You do some makeup, Brad. We gotta get you some contouring and shit.
No, because I would only use it once. I would waste it.
There are women in your life. Get some nice
No,
makeup and then donate the rest.
no, no, because then I would have to explain why I have the makeup. I don't want to do that.
You don't want to be. You just like I have a cool YouTube show where I put on some makeup as a joke.
Just go to my neighbors and be like,
It's a
"So
prop. It's a comedy prop. You don't even have to explain what it is. Just like, oh, it's a prop for
I don't know." It's
comedy.
just
And they're like, ooh, you do comedy with props.
uh,
You guys into manga? You guys know the show called Fruits Baskets? I've heard something about Fruits Baskets. Is that just like a high school
I am not a
romance
character
anime?
from Fruit Baskets because I'm
And
not gay.
are they about to is
I
Fruit
watched
Baskets
Andrew
gay?
Tate last night.
Both you guys are not bad looking guys. Well, thank you, Kentucky. I would say I'm probably a pretty bad looking guy, but what do I know?
Wow. Well, Kentucky is the first guy on the planet to call Riley attractive. I
Yes,
think
it
you
never
just have to date him at
happened.
this point.
Gross.
It's meant to be.
I don't date men. Well, I guess I'm assuming Kentucky's a man. I'm very assuming Kentucky's gender. He
Did
could he,
you
he could
just
throw me
assume
off.
this man? Cancel him. Cancel him. It's over. It's over.
I
Show's
am a
over.
gender assumer. This is a flaw about my character that I have come to accept and attempt to defeat. Is that I do assume gender.
I'm gonna have to pull a Jack Black. I'm gonna have to come out and publicly
Long hair guy,
apologize for my
stop putting
friend and
yourself
explain.
down. Well, thank you. I appreciate you being nice to me.
Yeah, I think that he could be a podcaster. I just think that he needs to one fix his computer. That's like the number one thing he needs to do to be a content creator. He needs to like put effort into being a content creator, which involves fixing his computer. Quit yawning. Quit yawning. It is not boring. It's weird. It's your dream. You're gonna let this computer stop you from your dream. All right.
I can't open
And
it, man.
two. All right. You fucking can. I don't want to hear that shit. Can't is for losers. Andrew Tate said only losers said that shit. Live and breathe by Andrew Tate and his wisdom. Especially his views on women.
Famous rapist Andrew Tate and his wisdom.
Especially on women. His views on women are pretty banger.
Yeah, pretty great.
Dude, I love the story he said about like the reason why I don't ride motorcycles. because it's so funny. He's like, so riding motorcycle, and of course, I don't go the speed limit because I'm a man, right? Speed limits are there for all the losers who can't handle going fast. So I'm going fast because I'm not a loser. All right. I'm just letting y'all know I'm not a loser.
I'm Andrew
Okay.
Tate. Check out my sports
I'm Andrew
cars.
Tate.
Oh.
Okay. I've got muscles the size of Texas. All right.
Andrew Tate got
Anyway.
fucking mogged by Greta Thunberg. Okay, the
Anyway.
Andrew Tate is pathetic.
Anyway, the men are speaking. Anyway.
Okay.
All
okay.
right. I'm driving this motorcycle. Okay. And this absolute bumper club. Absolute bumper club. All right. 90-year-old lady. Can't see worth a shit because she's fucking old.
I dead gendered you. Oh, did you used to be a male and now you are not a male? Is that what dead gendered means?
I have never heard that term in my life. Anyway, the men are speaking again. Shut up. You beta males. She turned, and it was a terrible turn. She didn't see me coming. She should have seen me coming. She waited to like the last minute turn. She looked at me and made the turn aggressively, and I almost wrecked and died. And the thought of me dying because some 80-year-old grandma can't drive made me stop driving motorcycles. Because if I die to an 80-year-old grandma, I just can't do it. I refuse.
That would be pretty funny if Andrew Tate died to an 80-year-old grandma, especially if the 80-year-old grandma was like totally fine and nothing happened to her. She just inadvertently caused the death of Andrew Tate. That would be pretty funny.
I love that story because like all of his stories are like that. He does this too. He's like, so I'm a man, right? And I do manly things. And I couldn't ever do anything not manly. It's true.
I mean, I find the bit kind of entertaining, but like I feel like he kind of believes it for real more than he should. Like it's a good bit. Like that's Dick Masterson's bit. Is like he hates women and makes a bunch of jokes about how women are bad and men are better. But like it's like funny and it like you can tell that like he's not misogynistic, but it's not like real. With Andrew Tate, it's real.
When I think about wearing skirts and thigh-high socks, it isn't because I'm gay. It's because I like women so much. I like everything about a woman.
True. We had
to emulate
what we love.
It's not gay to want to wear women's
clothes.
You
have a beautiful big beauty Latina girlfriend. You better protect her from ICE then. You and Shadow the Hedgehog. Better protect her.
Deport him. We gotta say adios to Mexicanos.
We're saying adios. Alright, Brad, we're creeping up on 3 hours here. I think I'm ready to scoot on out of here.
I have a Twitter now that I'm going to regularly post.
Oh shit, what is it? Tell us.
We don't call it X because nobody calls it X. Such a terrible rebrand. That'll be my topic for next video, is about my opinion on the rebrand, how it's dumb.
Oh, we're gonna talk about X next time? Sure, let's do it.
Absolutely garbage.
The state of X. We call
it Twitter on this podcast. All right? You're gonna make me storm off the set. How do I share? Is it just at Bradley Badley, I guess?
Yeah. What's your at? At Bradley Badley?
Yeah, at Bradley Badley, yeah. My latest thing is Oddish doing pedal dance to Michael Jackson.
Long hair guy is clever. He caught on the dead gender thing. Asked about previously a woman, now man, and vice versa. Clever. Thank you, Kentucky. You're very complimentary.
What
are you playing? Oh. Yeah, I can't see.
It won't focus. It's Oddish doing the moonwalk, and it says Oddish used pedal dance.
Oh, that's pretty funny.
And then it's Michael Jackson. Yeah. And then the next one is I said boo our national anthem again. And it's the United States beating the fuck out of Canada in hockey.
I think it's kind of based to boo the national anthem, but like not Canada though. Like Canada sucks.
Canada, sit down, all right? We love you guys. Right now, we're going through a lover's quarrel. But boo our national anthem again. We will beat the fuck out of you.
Long hair guys are perceptive individually, make a good, clever
Dude, all of
writer.
these posts I
Wow.
post on here are banger. Like, look at this one. Just a pizza that I ate. This is beautiful.
That's a great post, honestly.
It's a post. It's literally this dish, this Red Baron deep dish pizza that I air fried. It's the little mini ones, and I posted it. I posted beautiful.
Very
JD Vance
beautiful.
and his speech at Munich. I posted that, and I put JD Vance keeps posting bangers.
Good night,
That's a
Kentucky.
good
Thanks for coming
post.
out.
Join the Discord and yell at the communist bastard that we got in there.
Yeah.
You need to follow my Discord or my Twitter and start looking at some of this stuff because you'd be aware of like right here. I posted the news story and I posted, so wait, the head of government oversight is this blind guy? No wonder they never saw shit. And the
That's a,
headline is Newsmax host attacks a blind witness at government hearing.
so it's Bradley Badly. Yeah, I'm following you.
Oh, now it shows me replying to Blastburn Radio saying you're gonna let me back. But I guess they're not gonna let me back because they're not on Twitter anymore. I should have thought about that because they hate Elon Musk. I'm sure
Yeah,
they'll never see
no,
that
they're
post
they're they're probably not on Twitter very often, and even if they did,
ever.
you guys are some
Uh
badass hombres. Thank you, Kentucky.
yeah. Kentucky is a good state. It's not blue.
Alright, folks, everybody go to linktr.ee/Riley Cinematic Universe. That's RIELY Cinematic Universe. There's podcasts, YouTube channels, fucking all sorts of internet stuff that you can find there. All sorts of content. You know the deal. And yeah, thanks for watching. See you next time. See you next Thursday. Thursdays at 7 every week, baby. It's the death stream. We're talking about Twitter next time, it seems, and I'm ready to do that. Let's try to actually
Look
remember
here.
that.
Here is you right here. Here's the post you put. You put on there, I love Pokestar Studios. Such a good fucking take, Riley. Good job.
It's a great take. Great.
Let me like that. I'm gonna like it. I haven't liked it before now. Now I'm gonna like it because I should support a fellow friend of
There you
mine, I
go.
guess.
I make good
I did comment.
tweets.
I did comment. I put on there, it was fun and hard.
It's
Because I
true.
agreed with you.
It's
But
true.
no one else replied because you don't have any other friends.
No, sometimes I'll get some bangers out there. I'll get some replies, but a lot of the times I'm just tweeting into the ether. At Riley Tweets, in case you didn't know. RIELY. At Riley Tweets.
You put on there, come be the next contestant on a hit new game show. So you want to be in the Riley cinematic universe. And I replied, bro, Bradley Badley needs to be on this game show. You need the controversy, right?
Yeah, you're already in. You're already in the Riley Cinematic Universe. You already won the game show.
I have to use the bathroom. So
Alright,
after I
yeah.
get done with the
Well,
bathroom, we're going to make an ad
no, I can't. I gotta clean the kitchen and shit.
tomorrow. I'm off tomorrow.
Okay. Gotta do it during the day so my lighting's not shit. We'll figure it out. Alright.
1 o'clock. I'll call you at 1 o'clock Central Time. That's 2 Eastern.
Okay. Alright, everybody. Thanks for watching. See you next week for another death stream. Bye. He is not